Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome everybody to the first Fever Hour. And joining me tonight, my favorite person, my partner in crime, Dana Marie, and our good friend, Benda42. How's it going, guys?
It's going fantastic.
Good. I'm excited. to hang out with you guys, talk some Pet Cemetery. I know Benda's got a lot to say about it. He's been telling me all day how much he loves this movie. I'm excited, guys.
I think he said it was in his top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
exactly.
It sure was.
Possibly his favorite of all time.
Yeah,
but you will have to stay tuned to find out.
Spectacularly bad.
I also want to thank all you guys for hanging out in the chat with us tonight and joining us. You guys are the best. You rock. Thank you so much. And let's see who we have. We got Kirby. He was first tonight. Thank you, man, for joining us. We had you pinned. We are going to relieve you of your pin duties, if I can do it correctly, without taking your message away. Oh, there we go. All right. Hey, Kiwi Skirt, what is up? Good friends. And, of course, Lord Ravener. Thank you so much, man. He helped so much with that intro, guys. Honestly, he helped put that together, so thank you, dude. Huge shout-out to you, man. You rock.
Yes, awesome intro. I love it.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed. What's up, Mighty? I'm glad to see you hanging out with us tonight. Let's scroll down, see who else we got. Hey, Terry, what is up? Glad to see you with us. All right, that looks like everybody for now. Again, thank you all for joining us tonight, and we are going to get into it. We are going to talk some Pet Cemetery, and I know. Oh, wait, there we go. Hey, Sophia, what is up?
What's up, Sophia?
One of our good friends.
Yes, one of our evil homies. She's down for evil with us. She's one of our biggest evil supporters.
Absolutely. But tonight, we're not going to do evil, but something just a little evil, maybe. Just a little out there. Some Pet Cemetery. And I don't know if most people were aware, but this one came out last year. I believe it premiered on Paramount Plus when it came out. And this is the prequel to Pet Cemetery. So let me get some images pulled up real quick.
Is it still streaming on Paramount Plus? Because I watched it on MGM Plus today.
I heard it's on MGM
Paramount
now. I think it might be just on MGM, but I know that's where it premiered.
I just watched it on Paramount, so it's probably on both. I think they usually get MGM and Paramount have some sort of partnership, I think. Because they're both C-tier streaming services, so I guess they're teaming up.
Somebody else said that too, that they thought they were partners.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, nowadays I'm not surprised that they don't start putting a lot of these services together. Get there, but yeah, this movie, it was pretty good. In my opinion, as a prequel, I enjoyed it. I thought it told, as far as the story from the first Pet Cemetery that Judd told about his past, I thought they followed that story pretty well.
Actually, I don't know if you know this, but when you say the first Pet Cemetery, obviously the first one is the best, but they made a remake like 3 years ago, I think. I saw it in the movies.
Yeah, that one I don't talk about.
That was okay. I didn't know if you knew about that one.
Yeah, I pretend like I don't know about it. I'm aware of it. I tend to pretend. I tend to just try to pretend like it doesn't exist.
I thought that one was better than this piece of shit.
No,
I mean, let me just say that one was also shit. The one with John Lithgow, the one that came out 3 years ago, that was like a remake. That was also shit, but not as bad as this. This is on a whole different level.
No, how dare you? No, this one was so good. I'm sorry, you have to sit there and just enjoy the.
I thought it was good too. I have to actually say I thought it was good too. We've seen a lot of shit horror movies come out, and this one was actually, I was able to sit through it without wanting to turn it off.
It did. It was borderline so bad it's good. So I
did.
I was enjoying some parts of it because I was like, what just happened? I had to rewind a few parts to make sure I was seeing what I thought I saw.
It can't be that bad. No, you're killing me. You're breaking my heart.
Scarlett said, "That's it. The knife's been twisted. It's been twisted."
I mean, it's not, it's not, of course, going to be, which I don't think Pet Sematary, and it's been a while since I watched the original too, but I don't remember ever being complete like slasher horrors to begin with. I don't remember it being about a death count per se. But
I didn't want it to be a slasher or anything. It was just.
Did you just sealed it?
Well, I'll let you lead the thing. I don't know where you want to start.
I mean, I'm just going to talk about it. I've got some images we kind of look at as we discuss, and then I've got a clip or two to play.
And you know what? It's like you can't compare anything to the original very first Pet Sematary because it's just so iconic.
Yes.
And just even the little boy in there, that boy was such a creepy little kid in that movie that it was just from start to finish, like the original Pet Sematary is a class all its own.
Agree.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you can't really go back to a time, but I guess, I don't know, maybe it is just because 2023 didn't really have a lot of greatness to it that, I think you said this earlier, when you just kind of have a crappy year of movies and TV, I guess anything that's okay is better than nothing.
Yeah, I was saying that today. It's like if a movie's mediocre nowadays, it's pretty good. But I think I judged the movie immediately. I don't know if you have a picture of this, but if you see the Pet Sematary, like I don't know if you call it a logo, but it's on the top right of the thing right now. Everybody can see it. It's what Pet is in what? Yeah, that is the title sequence. Who in their right mind? Like that's in the movie. Like what? I knew what I was getting myself into when that was in the title sequence. I was like, who did they hire that's using like Microsoft Paint? What is that? That's terrible.
The AI creation.
Automatically when I saw that, I judged the fucking movie right away. I was like, I know what this is gonna be. What the fuck is that? They could hire David Duchovny. I know he's old now and whatever. He's taking a paycheck. But they can't hire somebody that could actually make a freaking like title thing that looks normal. Like, what is that?
I know he's taking a paycheck.
That is terrible. Yellow and white and like I don't even know what font that is, but that does not like match the movie at all. That doesn't look scary. Or I
could have probably done better.
Seriously.
And that tells you something. If Techno Dana can do better, then we're all in trouble.
Like they wrote Ludlow, Maine normally. Why didn't they just put that font and make it the title font as well? I don't understand. But anyways, so I think I judged it. The first time I watched it twice, and I judged the movie right away. I was like, this is a straight to video, bargain bin, trash. But the movie itself, it wasn't as bad as that title sequence. Like it's bad, but it wasn't like I thought it was going to be way worse, honestly.
You're just gonna trash the hell out of this movie tonight, man. It's so good. I love it.
Now.
Hey, Kayla, what is up? Glad to see you with us. Oh, thank you so much, Kayla. Saw you were streaming, Scarlett. So proud of everything you were doing. Well, I'm just so glad you could join us tonight and get to look at some Pet Sematary with us. Some prequel. I mean, and again, it's not going to be as good as the originals. I didn't like the remake or the reimagined personally. It didn't hit with me. I guess it was because when it came out, again, they're trying to push that we're changing things for the sake of changing them. We're going to change a boy into a girl kind of thing. So that threw me off, I think, off of that movie. Because otherwise, I think the remake was pretty close to the original as far as the telling, except for the ending.
It was the same thing, but not as good. Everything about it was just not as good. And the stuff that was decent about it happened in the first one anyway. So what's the point? And you're right. They just pretty much just changed things to change them. And it was stupid and not worth the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't like they had like 3 alternate endings or something like that on the remake. I can't remember how many they had. I just knew there was more than one. And I don't know. To me, I'm like, it's almost like they just wanted to keep changing it because they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do.
Right. Just change it to change it. Doesn't make it any better. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
What I appreciate about this movie is at least they tried to give us something different within the world. They weren't remaking it. They weren't rebooting it. They were kind of just trying to show us like how this town came to be, what that these settlers came together and they were protecting it, and like a little bit of the backstory of Pet Cemetery, which we got the traditional sense of what it was in the original Pet Cemetery, because they give this Pet Cemetery and what it does, but I like how they actually linked a story to it and broadened the story a little more, because I love a good story, so I appreciated at least the story this movie was trying to tell.
Well, I'm just going to disagree because that's what I do.
Well, you've been disagreeing with me for my whole life. So
I hear what you're saying, but I think it's better. Like what they had as a backstory wasn't really that bad. But isn't the imagination better than what they had? Like we don't need to know how Pet Cemetery came. I don't even really remember if the first one even explained anything. We just know that it's a weird place. It's like an Indian burial ground where people ride. Like, why do we need to know exactly how that started? I think it's better if you just leave it to imagination. And I know a lot of movies do that. They'll do prequels like this one and try to go back and explain it. But the more they explain it, I think the worse it gets, because nothing's better than your imagination,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I understand where you're coming from with that. And I still feel like they gave you a little bit of the backstory, at least as far as the founding. They kind of let you know where Ludlow came from, where the town and the name came from. And they don't give you the full backstory on where the evil came from or why it started. They just tell you that it happened, and they don't because they don't really know themselves. But they don't tell you
the next prequel will go way back and then ruin everything. You're right. So what they did with like this one, it didn't really ruin anything because it still didn't explain it really. So it didn't
just
really
kind of explained the town's existence and when it was founded, and sort of it really is about Judd's story, the old man from the first, the first one or whatever. He was the guy, the old guy that always tries to tell, warned you sort of not to go to the Pet Cemetery, but then ends up helping them go to the Pet Cemetery.
I'm just realizing that that's the same dude. I didn't even know that.
This is his backstory.
Yes,
so
that makes it a little more sense.
That's why the guy's name is Judd. So
that's why he kept saying maybe dead is better. I was like, oh, they're just ripping off the first movie, but that's what he said in the first movie.
Yeah, he's Judd from he's the old man, but this is his story. We're getting really his backstory and finding out why his ties to the town and the founders of the town and all that kind of stuff. And when Judd told him what happened back, when he was a young guy, the story of, the town and how they had to fight and all that kind of stuff. And they talk about a friend that was in the army, came back to town, all that kind of stuff. That story is this. It is 100% Judd's backstory along with the town.
Makes a little more sense now. Still sucks though.
I can't help it if you don't understand what's going on. See, that's a personal problem. You need to understand.
That doesn't
not everything is just going to be spelled out for you.
That doesn't really change anything about how much the movie sucked, though. I forgot his name was Judd in the first one.
Yeah,
I should have rewatched the first movie. I haven't seen it in years, so I didn't make that connection.
See. Well, let's
that does make it slightly better.
I do not want to ignore them, guys. Give me just 1 second. I want to catch up with them. See, Lord Raymer says it felt like they had the idea for a soundtrack before they had the idea for the movie. Quite possibly, with the way standards are today.
Money on the soundtrack. They probably had the title sequence too, all lined up with the white and the yellow and the red. We got this beautiful piece of art this second grader made. Let's make it the freaking title sequence. What the hell?
What's up, Percy? Glad that you come join us tonight, man. Glad to see you. Let's see what else we got in here. Sorry, I just want to catch up with them real quick. I think with backstory, or it's from Kayla, I think with backstories, there are certain ways to unveil things that can still keep mystery that enhance the overall the story. Yes, I believe they can. And I personally like this one. And like I said, that may just be because I'm partial to Pet Sematary. I was really not happy about the one before it, the remake. Maybe I just really wanted a good movie and I just wanted it to be good. I don't know, but I liked it. I liked the to me, it had a creepy factor to it. It had a uber creepy factor to it the whole way through. But it's one that you kind of have to watch and listen. There's like a lot of little things in the background. You have to listen for little whispers and just things that like, because I like it because yes, this story did have some music in it that is like, you know, what you hear off the radio, but a lot of it too still had that old sort of, to me, it still had that old sort of cinematic feel of music, you know, where it's not just people talking and singing and stuff. You just get more of the orchestra or different little sounds that give you that sort of creepy atmosphere.
I will say this movie did do a good job of keeping the mystery, like Kayla said, because it did go back in time, but it didn't ruin anything really. It still leaves a lot to the imagination, so it did do pretty okay in that regard.
I think this is the part that's why you don't like the movie, and I get it. And nobody wants to see it happen,
which
so,
it was also pointless too.
Yeah.
Which I don't get too worked up about it, but
yeah.
Scarlett's talking about how I hate how animals are in movies.
Yes,
especially
I hate it too.
When an animal's being hurt in a movie, even though I know it's fake, I fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So David Duchovny's, first of all, I don't know how I guess his son died in the military, which is terrible, but nobody knows that his son died except for him, and he's going to bring his body to the pet cemetery. I thought that was pretty far-fetched.
Okay, so this is because you're not telling it right. You don't understand what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. What do you mean?
No, that's not exactly. Okay, so this, you know, I believe it's Vietnam. His son's body got sent back to him. He was supposed to sign off for it and then sign the death certificate. He never did. So to them, they don't know that his body got sent back dead. They think the town, everybody thinks he came back home alive.
Well, how did David Duchovny retrieve the body?
Yeah, like, how?
See, these are the questions I ask. Nobody else wants to ask.
Like, where did he pull up to just go get the body?
Right, he just puts it in the back of his car. Yeah, exactly.
Because my understanding is that it was, I don't believe he retrieved it from like it was in the town. He retrieved it from like outside the town and brought it to town. So nobody in the town knew this. And my understanding is you're supposed to like sign off on it from the military or something like that, so that that you actually sign the death certificate or something like that. Otherwise, it's not.
You know, I really don't know how it works. I'm just talking shit. But I feel like the way that went down, though, is not the way it would go down in real life.
I need Ravener to come on.
I don't know for sure.
Ravener knows these things. He is our history buff in the chat.
No, but I get that about animals. I still, to this day, have yet to see I Am Legend. I will never watch that movie.
I watched that piece of shit. Fuck that movie.
I cannot watch that movie. I refuse.
Don't do it.
I can't.
Yeah, I watch it. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I cannot.
So this guy here is Judd's dad, and it's basically the whole movie is about cycles. It's about the fact that this is going to continue, and not only is it going to continue, but the family lines have continued to have to deal with this for generations. So it's kind of like he's going to look almost exactly like his daddy when he gets all grown up. Judd will. This is his daddy.
And then also,
there's Judd
when he buries the body in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he just leaves the dog there with the body, or he saw the dog get snatched up? I mean, it cuts away fast, so you don't really see what happens. Mm-hmm. David Duchovny, like, what are you doing? You're not protecting your dog, or are you just walking away and the dog's out in the middle of the woods by himself?
Well, my understanding is that he's being preyed on by the Wendigo because of the fact that he's kind of in grief, he's in sorrow, and it whispers to you, and it's getting ready to ramp up again. So this was its way of kind of.
You know what, Scarlett? That's a good explanation. I don't think the writers had that in mind, though. That would have been good.
Well, they explain it later with Judd when his dad takes him to the pet cemetery.
About the dog? Yeah, they
know
did.
About the whispers and how
that was actually a good point too. But yeah, I didn't connect that.
You didn't pay attention. I can't help you if you can't help yourself.
I swear to God, the writers were not thinking that. Well, whoever wrote that was not thinking that was a connection there. It was just like, we need the dog to be like a zombified dog as well, so let's just do this part. They weren't thinking that. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the font that they use for the title sequence? I mean, come on.
All right, you know what? If that's all you're going to hang up on because you can't follow the storyline, I can't help you.
The plot was too freaking intricate for me. I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was.
I bet you didn't even know. There's something else I bet you didn't even notice about his mom. This is his mom and his little lover.
Yeah.
Judd's. The back of his mom's leg has a mark on it. and you'll see it later on because I don't remember where I got it.
No,
It's like
I
way
didn't
down in
notice
the
that.
movie. Yeah,
I did notice that, but I just
so
I
it's
didn't think about
basically what I'm assuming is that she got hurt by an animal too, the same way that Judd's girlfriend is going to get hurt.
Which, but actually, well, I'll just say it when we get there.
Well, no, you can go ahead and say it. Honestly, I'm just going to kind of quickly go through them. We just kind of
Well, David Duchovny's looking pretty gnarly at his age, and gnarly, I'm saying in a good way. I think he's looking like a handsome dude. As he's old now, but he's still pretty gnarly looking, which is good. I was gonna say the special effects when the dog bit the girlfriend, the practical effects were so fucking bad.
Were they? You didn't like it? I thought it was good.
I thought it looked.
I couldn't watch that part.
It was.
I closed my eyes.
That was like some of the bloody parts that it gives you.
I was also distracted by the dude's acting for the one that plays the undead son or whatever, Timmy. Terrible acting. Terrible acting. What was that all
Timmy's
about?
not home.
Yeah,
because he's like he's not there. He's
well.
like all like zoned out and stuff. He's dead.
Yeah, but I feel like he wasn't playing a dead guy very believably. You know.
I don't know. He was pretty creepy to me.
I wasn't convinced.
You weren't convinced?
I thought he was creepy because you didn't like they do zombies different in this world. They're not your traditional just going eating brains type of like they still have some form of functionality, meaning that they can talk. They can do like they can plot, they can do stuff like that. That makes a zombie scarier.
They know things about you that you don't know. They know things about the dead.
I know, but it was just
look if the zombies are smart people.
I loved this part when they were trying to leave town because he's on the two of them on their way out to the Peace Corps. They're ditching town. His dad has basically his family's rigged it so he can't be drafted into the war, and he's headed out of Ludlow. And you can see the sign up there. They're on their literally about to head out, and the crow comes in and smacks the freaking in like the windshield of the car. And the crows will come back later.
It's an omen. It's an omen.
And it's down there on the ground. And then then it turns out to be the dog in front of the car.
Wait, we have to just explain to Ravener that no ravens or crows were actually harmed in the making of this movie.
They better not be.
That's Ravener's bird. So we promise you that Ravener is okay.
The dog better be okay too, especially for this crap movie.
Poor dog. He did a good job. He was a very good dog acting. He did the best dog acting he could. The dog deserves at least an Oscar. I hope he got
lots of treats for that performance. That dog and David Duchovny are probably the two best actors in this whole thing, for sure. Even David Duchovny forgot how to act at some points too. He didn't know what he was doing there.
Yes.
I like it though because I like how they tie in not just the Native American culture but also sort of like Norse culture, and let's see. I know I put it on Twitter where they go to I clip the scene where they go in there and they actually talk about it, but they end up having basically when the Native Americans couldn't find any way to stop it from continuing, they went to older gods, even anything to stop this evil from continuing. I like the mask too.
The first time I saw this movie, her brother, like the one we were just on, her brother, I thought was really bad. But actually, like that one, I thought he was a bad actor. But actually, like he's still pretty bad. But I feel like I understood his character better the second time I watched it, and he was just kind of weird, and that's why he talked the way he did. So he's not
high all the time a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but still, though, I wasn't convinced.
They get the stoner love. They get the stoner love.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I love this scene talking about him. I liked it. This scene I liked. I'm gonna play it real quick.
What the fuck? I'm too high.
Manny!
Oh. What?
Now, is it me, You tell me if I'm weird. When I saw that, both the first time I watched the movie and the second time, I burst out laughing by myself. Like, am I the weird one? Is that not fucking hilarious? I think it is me, right? He just fucking face plants, and then he looks at his freaking hand, and he's like,
I've never been that high. I can personally say I've never been so high I face planted.
Is that not comedy right there? I think it's just me. I'm a weird one. I found it quite comical. And the way he reacted to his hand too. He's like, whoa. Like, what was that? I know he's high and stuff, but come on, what is he smoking? Is it
right?
Weed,
I want some of that.
Yeah, is this angel dust? What is happening?
I've never been so stoned. I face planted in my life, and I've been smoking a long time.
Well,
and never once have I face planted.
A little stick or whatever in the garden.
Yeah. And just that's what I was talking about, the bad acting. I don't know if it's bad acting or that's just what he was instructed to do, but what he looks at it and he's like, ugh, like, what is going on here? And I've face planted before, but when I did it, I didn't like get up. Like I played it off like I didn't just face plant. This guy face plants and he's like, whoa. Like, what was that? What was in the script when they wrote this movie? Is that what his line was? He looks at his hand slowly and he goes, whoa. What is happening here? Come on.
I felt it though. I felt it though. When that shit went through his hand, I was like, oh my, I felt it. I was like,
I felt it too. I was like, oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh yeah, leave it. Go to the hospital. Hurry up. Go.
I think the first time I watched, I had to rewind and make sure that I just saw that dude face plant and then slowly look at his hand and go, whoa.
Yeah, the flower was bleeding kiwi. It's the bleeding spiral sunflower.
See, Kayla laughed at it too. Thank you, Kayla. I thought I was the only one. Scarlett's playing it like it's some sort of masterpiece from The Godfather.
I just like the
movie. You could like the movie. I'm just saying.
I thought it was good, man.
I did. I liked it too, but not the same way that you liked it. I liked it because it was funny.
You like it because you found it funny, I know. That's all good, man. It is all good.
And now, do you have a clip from this scene? Because I feel like this acting is particularly bad in this scene here.
We have to be careful with clips.
I didn't know. Well, also because of the bite and stuff, I didn't know, like.
And that's what I was
very careful with it.
Bad bite with the dog. That's what I was talking about. The bad in motion, it looked worse, I thought. The bad prosthetic.
We can't get away on YouTube with what you could get away with on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, Twitch,
I didn't know for sure, and I didn't want to cancel the stream the first night. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, because when we were in the middle of our Lost stream, Louis, they friggin' banned us. We got the black screen of death that was like, you're being paused for copyright infringement.
YouTube has automated copyright. So does Twitch, but it'll shut you down. The robots will just shut you down immediately.
There's the arm.
Got the black screen of death.
There's the arm you hate so much.
That part actually wasn't that bad. It was the bite itself with the dog. Like, it was clearly fake.
Yeah, but that's fucking gnarly, man.
He was like, dude, get your dog. Like, seriously. Fucking dog,
and also,
man.
when you call the cops and stuff, he basically, this part, the dog attacks him, and that's this guy's dog. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't do anything about it for a good, I don't know, a long time. Yeah, and he's like, call your dog. Like, I'd call the freaking cops. Like, he basically stuck the dog on him.
They don't have a cell phone. What is he going to run in the house? Where is he going to?
Yeah, but still, yeah.
This is like 1969.
That's a good point.
Your expectations, bro.
They got to the hospital and he didn't. I would have called the police.
Oh, God.
What the hell is with this dude?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they were best friends. Timmy, Judd, and Manny were best friends prior to the war and everything.
I watched are you talking to me or are you talking to everybody? I'm
talking to you because you're like, why did he go to the cops? And I'm like, well, it was his best bud. And they assume that he's gone through stuff during the war, so he's not completely sane in the head. That's why they don't think that there's anything wrong with him at first.
Well, he's clearly he's shell shocked or something.
They assume that's from just being in the war.
Yeah, and I also think Judd also feels some kind of way because I don't think he was drafted or he wasn't called or couldn't serve. I don't know why he didn't go to Vietnam. Did they ever say?
Dana, did you even watch the movie?
They were drafted
Well, but he didn't get to go to war.
because his family has the ties to the family, so they kept him off the draft.
That's what I knew there was a reason. I'm a little stoned right now. I'm just saying, but I knew Judd felt some kind of way about that.
I was only getting on your case because Scarlett was kind of making fun of me before, saying I wasn't really paying attention to the movie. She didn't say it out loud, but
It's okay.
I mean, does the plot really even matter? I could have.
Well, look, they did make sure to put the apple pie on the windowsill. That's there. There was 2 of them, actually. I noticed that later after rewatching it.
Good catch.
It's a little apple pie. There's actually another one like on the other side of it. I was like, wait, why is there
so
they apple pies?
They remembered how to frame the apple pie for people that would notice that, but they can't get somebody to make a title sequence that doesn't look like a freaking first grader did it.
It was a rough year last
year.
Putting
they're putting thought into things that I don't know. I feel like the title sequence was a little more important, but good catch there with the apple pie.
And Sophie L says, I think a lot of newer movies and shows have bad writing and makes the actors look like amateurs. I'm looking at True Detective Night Country. All right. Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't either. BK's been recommending that a lot.
Just said Lord Raven, the pie baker, made the title sequence.
Yeah. You know what? I'm pretty sure one person did everything in this freaking movie. Director, writer, artist, pie maker.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if that apple pie is a metaphor for the American dream. I wonder if they were going for some sort of theming there. Some sort of hidden messages in the script. What do you guys think?
Message.
Yeah. Pet Cemetery, Bloodline. Message. You think maybe the director, you notice how it's out of frame a little bit, but also you're focused on it. You think maybe that has something to do with some sort of metaphor or something like that? What was he trying to say?
The apple pie. The apple pie stands for a lot.
Yeah. I think it's a metaphor for the American dream in the 1960s. For maybe it represents innocence in the American dream because
my face is hurting. I'm laughing so hard.
You guys know what you signed up for when Scarlett invited me here. Now she's realizing that was a huge mistake. You just let me know. If you let me know if it's pineapple time. You just let me know.
No, man, you're good. You're good. Not there yet.
No pineapples yet.
Oh, so the writing ruined the show for you. Yeah, I hate when that happens. But I guess we just got to take what we can get these days.
Speaking of writing too, it's like, how do you even? Some of the writing is so bad. Not necessarily in this movie, but not necessarily not in this movie.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
Like I make fun of the acting, but it's like some of the lines. It's like, how do you not look like a buffoon delivering the lines? Like, how do you make that look believable or sound believable? It's just so bad.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They creep me out with it though. I mean, that was just me though. I liked it. I thought it was, a good psychological thriller / horror.
I've seen worse. I have. I've seen way worse.
Yes, I could agree to that.
I like even here, like when Judd as a young kid or young guy's walking, he still even has that stance kind of as the old man later, the older version of himself in the first movies.
See, you're catching this stuff. You watched it. You said 5 times. You're catching
at
a lot of
least
stuff.
Probably more than that because I went through and was looking for clips and stuff. There's no telling how many times I watched this movie now.
Yeah, you tend to notice things when you're doing breakdowns and screenshots, and you tend to notice things that you didn't notice just doing a regular watch through.
And I had to prepare for you, especially after you told me how much you hated it. So I had to make sure that I knew things to point out. I couldn't let you just completely.
Don't you know I hate? What did you expect? I hate everything.
I know, that's what I found out today. He's like, no, everything sucks. And I'm just like, well,
that was the greatest
what
movie
do
I've ever
you
seen.
like? What do you enjoy?
I enjoy good movies.
Which are?
I said I just watched Oppenheimer. I thought that was pretty good. But you can't put Oppenheimer against Pet Cemetery fucking Bloodlines. No offense, but I mean, come on now.
No, see, there she is, Mama. I don't know what happened to her, but she got torn up by something. I'm assuming like a dog bite or cat bite or something. I can't remember if the dad told the story of what happened to them. Like you said, it would be the prequel
I
Part two.
didn't notice that.
We'll find out what happened to Mommy Dearest.
Just like I didn't notice the friggin' eyeballs in Yellow Jackets that you pointed out to me.
Maybe that scar has something to do with the apple pie we saw earlier. Do you think this scar is apple pie related?
I don't know.
Could be.
Possibly. What happened? I mean, she put her leg in the oven. I mean,
I don't know. I think that apple pie is responsible for this. I was wondering what was doing it. What is an apple pie? Actually, yeah. Why was the apple pie in the hospital?
Somebody brought her by apple pie. I don't know.
Somebody brought the patient an apple pie. Like, feel better. Here's some apple pie.
But she just got there, and nobody knows that she was attacked by the dog.
She still got apple pie.
Why is she just chilling with a full apple pie on the window? That makes no sense.
It's part of the healing process. You get an apple pie with every wound.
Yeah, was that the treatment for a dog bite? Apple pie? How about a rabies shot? That would actually help.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had rabies shots in the 60s.
I assume it was just they're trying to bring home that like down earth home, American vibe kind of thing.
But
yeah, they overdo it with the two.
You guys have to admit, like as much as we like animals and don't want to see them get hurt, I'm sorry if I saw that dog in the middle of the road, I'm not going up to it.
Well, they did know the dog though.
I don't care. Like
they thought they hit it. They thought they hit it. They didn't see the crow. They just thought they hit the dog. They were like, "Oh, we got to take our dog back to her friend."
Nope. I'll call my friend like, "Yo, come get your dog."
Dude's pulling his fingers off.
Maybe I don't want. I'll save it for when you get there on the screenshot because
there's another. It's coming. It might be coming.
Major part I had an issue with that was ridiculous.
This?
Yeah, well, it's getting there. Not this exact part.
Okay,
but that lady right there, like the sheriff or whatever, she gets attacked by the dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess the budget was so shit for this movie, they didn't want to show anything. So it cuts off and you think she's like dead. But then she shows up to the diner for like the meeting and her face is all mauled up.
She stabs it with she has like a pen or something or a knife in her hand and she stabs it in the eyes.
Wasn't that so dumb though? Like
that's what you're supposed to do. No, she's one of the like old founders. She knows how to deal with this shit.
Yeah, but Scarlett, come on now.
She knew, and then dude right here is telling her, look, he's all sunken in. He looks
I know,
like a damn skeleton or something going on.
The camera cut. The next scene is her walking in the diner with half of her face off, and she's like, "I just killed that goddamn fucking dog," and that's it. I just thought that was cheesy. What the hell was that? Back me up here. Come on, that was dumb. Dana doesn't even remember that part.
Yes, I do.
Like, yes, I do. I just killed that fucking dog. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You got your face mauled and now you're in a diner? What the hell?
Yeah, because they called a meeting. They got to kill Timmy.
But still, Scarlett, come on.
What? Look, just because I can explain it, don't take away from the fact that you don't understand it. It's very explainable.
I think
you just want to hate it from the jump. You just can't get over the fact.
I am hating on it. Obviously, I'm a hater, but I don't know if it was really the fact that she went to the diner. There's the whole execution of the dog attacking her and the camera cutting away, and then her showing up in the diner with a mauled face in front of everybody and be like, "I just killed that fucking dog." That was lame for me.
So we get it. All right. So the writing's a little bad. You're not so good with some of the dialogue. The doggy's gonna kill her. It wasn't very nice of him. This is not a very nice doggy.
No, that wasn't a nice dog. That's why you always ask people first before you go petting their dogs.
That's their fault if they get bit. If they don't ask and they just go and reach for a dog and they get bit, that's on them.
Pretty much.
As a matter of fact, I'm on the dog side in this whole movie.
Okay.
Yeah, what did the dog do? What did the dog do to deserve any of this?
Yeah.
He was just being a good dog, minding his business.
This movie, it's really all David Duchovny's fault. He's really the villain in this whole fucking thing. And he knew that he'd come back and be evil and shit. And what David Duchovny?
Yeah, seriously.
I told you this Wendigo was talking to him.
Doesn't matter, but he should have known better.
He did know better. He just was in such grief for his son, especially because he knew that they the other kids were, Judd and other ones weren't going, and they had to. And his son had to. His son didn't have a choice.
Scarlett, you got an answer for everything, don't you? Just say the movie's stupid and agree. Come on now.
Look, how dare you? No.
He said peer pressure, peer pressure.
No.
I'm just riffing here. Just nod your head.
No.
You're making some pretty strong points.
Actually, I even like this scene when she was blowing. Like, it just seemed with her with being in such light right now, with the flowers in her hair, blowing the bubbles, and then what Timmy ends up doing to her, and how dark she ends up. I thought it was pretty good. But see, to me, the whole movie was about symbolism like that the whole way through. So it's stuff that I understand why some people wouldn't like the movie. To be honest with you, it's just I like that kind of stuff too.
Well, so you like the fine details. That's cool.
Because see, like she's talking to here's your lady's coming up in a minute, and we're getting there.
I did feel bad
Timmy
for her.
told her exactly
she
what
was so
the letter
happy
said.
and nice, and then had to. I felt sorry for her as a character.
Well, also, I mean, I know this movie isn't a slasher movie. A lot of people got killed off screen, and it was pretty lame. But it was kind of a slasher at some points too. Like the shotgun goes through the guy, which was also funny, by the way. I also laughed at that part.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's dying, he's like, "Sorry, son." That was also pretty funny.
Well, no, it was kind of funny right before she like gets him with a shotgun because he's telling his son, or he's telling
Yeah, he's like, sometimes dead is. He
it's
couldn't even finish
than,
it. Sometimes dead is bit, and then that was. Thank you for agreeing that was funny because I thought maybe I was the only one on that one as well. If you go into this movie like a comedy, I think you'll have a good time.
Oh my god,
it's a hoot! I'm telling you, it's a hoot. I think
because this kind of is where they give you the backstory. These are the articles, what happened prior to even Judd's telling or his generation.
So they got the money and the resources to make fake newspaper clippings, but they can't figure out how to make the title sequence work. Like no one's even looking at the fake newspaper clippings except for Scarlett. She notices, but 99% of us, we don't even look at that. What's going on? Priorities. It's Pet Cemetery. Also, isn't cemetery? Why do they spell it with an S? Could it be spelled with an S?
Because I believe the kids did that when they set it up. I forget exactly why. I didn't know that. And it was just kind of they just kept that. I forgot. I think there might even be another reason, but I can't remember if there's one of those things where like something happened and then they just decided to add it to the movie. But I think it more had to do with the kids did it when they made the Pet Cemetery, the part that the kids go and bury their pets, not the evil one. There's like the Pet Cemetery, and then it's really past the Pet Cemetery is where they bury them.
That checks out.
Past the deadfall. Let's see. As a matter of fact, hopefully this one's a little over 30 seconds. Hopefully, it's 49 seconds. We'll be all right. Be fine.
Growing up in Ludlow, Maine, Pet Cemetery was a place kids like me learned about death. But hundreds of years ago, it was used in a very different way. The local Mi'kmaq tribe built it to call on animal spirits to protect them from an ancient evil in the woods. It had lived there forever, beyond the Pet Cemetery, just past Little God Swamp. We built a deadfall to keep people out, but the evil would whisper to those seeking to spend one more day with the ones they love. And that was where I learned my real lesson about death. A lesson you can only learn in Ludlow. Sometimes dead is better.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad.
You know, it's got better dialogue in the trailer than Madam Web did. I was talking about that today. We won't get into that. That's maybe for another.
Bring these back up. Yeah. Somehow I accidentally brought them up.
I've only heard people trash in that movie, so.
Holy shit. I haven't seen it, and I won't. But one of the lines from that trailer is like a meme now.
Is it?
And it goes somewhere along the lines of this guy, he was in the Amazon with my mother right before she died when she was studying spiders. That whole line, maybe it's pretty close. I think I got it pretty close to what the actual line is. That was in the trailer, and it's pathetically bad.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but awful things about that movie.
But I'm just upset about all the remakes that are about to come out. I'm so not.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Forward.
Hollywood's going to come up with new ideas?
I would hope so, but I guess
Yeah.
that's asking a lot.
Well, that movie you had me watch the trailer of, Louis, about the woods. I forget the name of it. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, at
I
least
just
they're
forget
trying
the name
something
of it.
different, an original idea. Well, not really original idea, but an original movie that looks pretty weird.
No, it did. That looked pretty weird. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be another year of like remakes and reboots and shit.
Yeah.
But no, getting back to Pet Sematary, it wasn't awful. I enjoyed it when me and Scarlett watched it the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought the sounds that the dude Timmy and that Donna end up making when she's dead, like just the knuckle popping, all the little like joint popping and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. They added it in there. I'm sure you're gonna say it was hilariously. It sounded so funny. They were just all sounded like a bunch of skeletons or something walking around. I don't know.
Oh my god, when Donna walked into the hospital and saw the chick, and the chick was wiping her feet, and like just the skin like peeled off her foot. I thought that was pretty disgusting.
I thought that looked fake.
Well, yeah, it was fake looking, but it was pretty gross. It's still kind of gross.
Actually, speaking of that, you know what that reminded me of? A good scene from a good movie. And that was a dig that I didn't even mean to do there, but yeah. That's the scene I was talking about there. But you remember the scene from the Evil Dead remake where she's in the shower and she's like scratching her skin off and stuff? That reminded me of that. That was good.
Oh,
well, not this part, but when her foot.
No, the other girl Donna when she peels her skin, or I forgot the girl's name. She's like trying to clean her foot.
Yeah. This part here is what I was talking about with I just had to kill that goddamn dog. Like, come on.
She did. She stabbed in the eyes. That's all you gotta do. Then it's dead.
She just like walks into the doctor.
Also, yeah. I mean, I want to jump ahead again, but how fucking dumb when they're going in the house. I don't want to jump ahead, Scarlett. You lead the
day. Go ahead, man. I'm just
I got all these scenes running through my head of this movie. They're going in to kill the Pet Cemetery people, which it's the Indian girl, the Indian sister, and the guy. What do? Let's split up, guys. Let's split up.
That did irritate me a little bit. I was like, don't split up.
And then they do it again when they're in the tunnels, too. They're like, let's split up again. We all just got murdered. That was a great idea. Now let's do it again. It's like, come on now. I know it's a horror movie and you always have to split them up, but you could think of something better than let's split up, guys.
Yeah.
I felt like that guy. Remember in Cabin in the Woods when they released like have you guys seen that movie, by the way?
Yes.
When they're in the cabin and they release the pheromones and he's like, let's split up, guys. And the pothead's like, what?
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. This isn't right. We should split up. What?
What's up, crazy man? How you doing tonight? Glad to see you hanging out with us.
What's up, crazy?
Always here to start drama, I'm sure. Yeah, no, I like that movie too. There, I don't know.
There's one movie that I like, Cabin in the Woods.
That's a pretty good one.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Highly recommended if you haven't seen it.
Me too.
If you like horror movies too, it's a perfect movie that like makes fun of the horror movies and is also just good, even if it wasn't making fun of all that stuff.
Yes. I liked the concept of that movie. I liked how it was basically like every kind of horror movie and like it came from like Cabin in the Woods. That's how it was there. That was good.
Now that movie is clever and good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked because you get to see all kinds of like monsters and stuff, and that was a pretty good one.
And now they had to go down in the basement and they kind of chose what was going to come after them. And I thought that was a pretty cool concept.
I did feel bad for Donna here, though. She was really sad.
Yeah, she was like the best character in the whole thing, actually.
I like Donna. She was one of my favorites. Poor Donna.
Especially because she was so happy and like loving life.
Because her and Timmy dated before. They were, so when he came back and like kind of ignored her, she was like, "What?" They just assumed he was mad at her because I think she didn't want. I can't remember if she didn't want to stay with him because he went to the war, or if it was prior even to that. But there was a rift there.
She was the only one. Sorry, she was the only one that was not terrible at acting. She was just okay.
So critical.
I drank a lot of Haterade today. Okay.
Obviously, I
got
see
a lot
that.
of vitamin H.
Is that what you drank after you ran out of Sprite?
Yep.
I liked it though, because I liked even the sunflowers and how they kind of wither as the movie goes on. Over here, they'll start looking all like deteriorated and stuff later.
That's because the flowers were watching the movie go on, and they're like,
"Oh no, get out of here!
We don't want to be a part of this." And they,
we are not being paid to be background actors in this.
Either
movie.
that, or they didn't have the budget to keep them alive or buy new flowers. Probably that's also it's also a valid reason.
No, I'm gonna mute you. such foul language now. I can't handle it. Dare you talk about my movie? No, I'm just kidding. No, it had some funny moments in it for sure. It had some things that could have been better, but I like the storytelling of it too. Because like I said, it's the fact that sunflowers represent vibrance, energy, and then how they wither away as the curse.
Well, see, I really you're pointing the stuff out, and honestly, it's stuff that I would never really notice. So that does make me appreciate it a lot more. And you know what? Like I said, I don't think it's the worst movie ever. I've seen way worse than this. But on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you guys give it on a scale from 1 to 10?
You already know I give it higher than you. I'm assuming you give it like a 5 or a 6 at best.
I give great movies that I think are good like a 5. I don't know why. I think 5 is like average. If you're better than average, you're 6 or 7.
I mean, I would probably give it an 8.
I would give this movie a 7.5.
Yeah, I give it an 8. But like I said, I'm a little biased. I like it. Yeah, I know you're going to give it a 2.5.
For me, though, I'm thinking, I don't even think any movie's a 10 ever. So, but if I'm thinking horror movies, I'm thinking the cream of the crop is The Exorcist. So that I put that at a 10. That's for me. I think that's the scariest movie of all time. And then at a 1, what's a shitty scary movie?
Well, you know what I'm going to say.
Oh, Freddy Krueger's not shitty though. You just
sure is shitty.
That doesn't make it a bad movie.
It's the shittiest of shittiest movies that
on Elm
exist.
Street. Y'all get out of here though.
Dana's afraid of Freddy
Dana.
Krueger.
All right, Dana. Lasagna Gate's gonna get even more heated than it already is. Talk about my Freddy.
I'm terrified of Freddy Krueger.
Talk about my Freddy.
Because I'm terrified of it. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely terrified.
That doesn't make it a bad movie though.
Well, to the person who's terrified of it, it does.
All right, so 10 for me would be like The Exorcist, and 1 would be like sci-fi original movie Sharktopus or some shit. I would put this at a 4. I would put this one at a 4. If Sharktopus is a 1, this is a 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know, man. I'm staying where I'm at.
I am too. I thought it was very good. I've sat through movies that I've turned off 15 minutes in, like, what is this garbage, trash, dumpster fire that I am trying to watch?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like a sci-fi original. And actually, I've seen even movies that are in the movies that are worse than sci-fi movies. But what's your best horror movie then? And what would you give your best horror movie out of 10?
Oh my God, that I can't do because I love so many. Like, I'm not as much of a. I'm a little snob on like my science fiction more than my horror. I like most horrors, so.
Well, you could do science fiction then.
Oh God, what was that movie? I can't remember the name. Was how bad it was. I want to say it was called Life or something. But that they go out in space and the astronauts are stupid, and the alien was spot on.
It's with Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
I never saw that one. Was it?
That was horrible. It was horrible, but the alien was badass. But everything else about it sucked because they didn't follow. They let a dude in a wheelchair go to space. And look, I ain't trying to be like mean to nobody, but you weren't just going to space like to be on the space station to do stuff. Like you was on like a mission to go like look for shit.
Right.
How would you help
anti-gravity though, you wouldn't even really matter.
Yeah, but he didn't feel it when the alien was sucking on his legs.
Oh, okay. Well, spoiler alert.
He
Now
was
I
a
know
complete
an
detriment.
alien.
He was a complete detriment.
Now I know the alien sucks on his leg. I didn't
Sort
know
of. You
that
don't know
before.
how. I didn't
Okay.
explain exactly what this alien is. It's not like an alien
Actually,
that walks around.
you know what's a fucking good movie if you like aliens? You've probably seen it. Classic, The Thing with Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Great fucking movie. I thought I had a follow up to that, but I just want to throw that out there. We're talking aliens, so I had to.
Yes.
Aliens.
I know we're Snuggy. We're getting on that aliens talk. No, because then he's
I
going to
wanna
come
know,
in
though.
here talking about spam again. So, no.
Yeah, I'm already heated. Let's not talk about any Stouffer's, lasagna, or mac and cheese. I could already feel the beads of sweat running down my fucking back right now, into my ass crack. So I don't want to get more heated than I already am.
Sophie L says, worst horror movie, Werewolf in London. I don't think I've seen that one. Food Cafe. Worst is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and that was funny. That was funny.
I tried watching that for a second, but I couldn't get through the commercials. Actually, I want to know though, what's your favorite? Like, what's a good movie that you would get? Like the best movie? It doesn't have to be a horror movie because I want to see where that matches with like your rating. You gave this an 8.
Oh my god, my best horror movie or just movie in general. That is honestly hard to say.
One of my favorite. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. The Spanish movie Wreck.
Oh yeah, that's good. Quarantine is the American rehash of that, which wasn't bad either.
It is.
I mean, if I went outside of like horror, because it's hard for me to pick like out of certain genres, so I'd go with Casino.
Casino with Robert De Niro?
Yes.
You like Casino better than Goodfellas?
Yes.
Okay. Scarlett's like scared to say, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I respect
I
that.
don't know how to answer that question.
I haven't met anybody that puts Casino above Goodfellas, so that's admirable. I don't have any problem with that. I like Casino.
That is one if they remake. I don't know. I think my head might just actually explode. That's heartbreaking.
So if you love Casino, if you put that on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you give that?
It's a 10. I love everything about that movie.
Okay.
Crazy Matt says
you gave this one an 8, so this is only 2 points away from the best movie.
Well, it's different. Well, no, I'm rating this one as far as horror goes. If you wanted me to rate it as far as like just movies in general, then I'd probably put it at a 6.
Well, yeah, horror movies are different, so yeah, I don't know.
So I like to kind of put it in its category because it's like same thing with like comedies. I'm gonna like a comedy kind of differently than I like a horror for different reasons. So I don't know. That's me. I like categories. It makes them better for me. Separate things because I like too much. I'm really not that much of a snob. Other than like I said, when it comes to like spacey kind of science stuff, I get really snobby about that. But for the most part, I'm not. That and then comedy. Some comedies are just god awful.
Oh yeah, they don't even make comedies anymore.
Crazy Matt says, Sharktopus is worse than homemade lasagna.
I knew he was going to start talking smack. I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before he came in here talking garbage.
The Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, I did like Silence of the Lambs, Sophia. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, The Thing is Jeremy's favorite, I think. Yeah. That's
actually,
true, Kiwi.
And if you guys like Silence of the Lambs, The Red Dragon, the prequel is really good too. Actually, yeah. So I was about to go on a 10-minute tirade about Silence of the Lambs, but I stopped myself.
I don't know if the best would be sci-fi for me would be The Matrix. I honestly don't hate it. I know it gets a lot of shit. I honestly do actually like The Matrix. Well, except for the very last one that came out.
I love the first Matrix. Is great.
I like all of it except for probably the last one that came out.
Last one was shit.
That one.
Well, what do you expect?
It didn't hit well with me at all. But the rest of them, honestly, I do like The Matrix. My best sci-fi would be like Interstellar. I liked Mars.
I love Interstellar.
I have to think back though, because I haven't watched. Honestly, I've been such down a mystery horror kick lately that I haven't even watched a lot of true sci-fi. That I have. I'm
trying to think of good sci-fi movies, but we should probably focus on maybe Pet Sematary now because
it's fine. No, we're good, man.
Well, it's your show too, but I could go on for hours.
No, dude, I could too. That's what we're here for.
Hang
out, have fun. That is what the Fever Hour is about. Is to talk about things that give us fever that we enjoy.
I was doing a face-off line there. Nobody caught on to it.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Nobody's paying attention. That's also a great movie, Face Off. Just throwing that out there.
Yes. I actually liked Nicolas Cage's movie that he did a few years ago where it was like Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was better. I mean, I watched the first minute of Five Nights and Freddy's and clicked that shit off immediately because it looks so fucking bad.
I don't know.
But Nicolas Cage's one with the puppet type things was actually really kind of good.
I mean, that one, it's a ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, but it took itself, like, I didn't think it was bad, but it took it way too seriously, I thought. Like, it should have been a joke, but, like, Nicolas Cage was really, like, taking it serious.
Yeah, that's what made it so, like,
that's why, that's
funny.
why Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But no, like I Train to Busan. If we're gonna talk about horror movies, you gotta throw
Prometheus. In. Yeah, Prometheus was good, Bitey. I did like that.
I was gonna say I like the alien things in Prometheus, but I don't know as far as an alien prequel goes.
Crazy Mad, the best sci-fi of all time is Empire Strikes Back. I mean, I like Star Wars a bit. I don't know if it's my favorite sci-fi. I mean, I guess I'd have to go with Halo then. Actually, yes, I'll go with Halo. And not the well, I did watch some of the other episodes from the season of Halo. Might actually cover it. I'm coming around to it again.
If you're
I'm still not happy about it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm still not happy. I liked the first season only because I felt like I was like, man, I didn't want a TV series of Halo, so I was kind of like, yes, what y'all get? Y'all wanted a TV series. I wanted a mini-series movie like they did Forward Unto Dawn, because then you can break it down and it doesn't have to focus on Master Chief so much, like his day-to-day life.
It really shouldn't focus on Master Chief. It should. He should have his helmet on the whole time, and he should be the badass character that's like the main character, but maybe not the main focus. Yeah. But for a second there, I thought you were about to say the Halo TV show was what you're a big fan of, and I was about to hang up in your face.
No, I tried I got through the first season hoping that they were going to do better in the second season, and there's parts. Really, it's the Master Chief thing, I think, is what gets everybody for the most part.
I did hear the second season's better, but
I enjoyed that movie. You made me watch.
On the miniseries that they put together into the movie. Yeah, that was good.
I know nothing about Halo, and I thought that movie was good.
What, the CG movie? The computer generated one?
The real life one.
There's a Halo live action movie? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I think I did. Yeah, I did start watching that. It wasn't bad, but
it's almost like I don't want to call it like a Hunger Games, Maze Runners similar, except I would say a hell of a lot better. Maybe like Ender Games kind of vibe at the beginning because it's a group of cadets it starts off with before they're like fully into,
See, so that's like the Halo Reach almost, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, because they Covenant comes and takes it out, and then the kid there. I don't know if it's Reach. The planet they're on right now is Reach, but I can't remember now.
I think I watched 20 minutes of the first episode of the Halo TV show, but that would have been good if it was like Halo Reach, where it's like 4 Spartans or whatever, or like 4 soldiers, and then Master Chief comes in when you need him.
Yeah,
and that would be cool.
Yeah, no, that would be. Because that's what they did in Forward Unto Dawn. It was really all about all the soldiers and everybody else, and Master Chief didn't come in until the very end when it was time to, basically kick ass.
Yeah, and I still say, if they wanted to please the fans, it should have been the same voice from the game for Cortana and Master Chief. And if Master Chief, I love how they're like, that's not possible. Of course it is. Why is that not possible? Like, shut up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but back to the movie though, I did on Pet Sematary. I like this part when the guy was telling him, y'all messed up. We tried to tell Ludlow, you'll come over here messing with stuff. The land's all sour. Now Ludlow belongs to the land, and we get to see Ludlow. Poor old Ludlow. He just didn't do so good.
This part was pretty gross.
They buried Ludlow in the soiled earth, and he puts these tells him aim for the eyes, and he puts the mask back down. He's like, "Yep, y'all about to die."
So the Indians are just chilling, kind of next to this guy, just eating this guy's intestines out, and they're just not batting an eyelash. I mean, they know that the place is evil and stuff, but they're just not. They're just gonna sit there and.
I think he was there kind of to help ward people off. I think he's the only one left. The rest of the Indians gave up the land.
So he's just sitting there beating a drum and waiting for somebody, literally beating a drum. I'm not just saying that. He's doing it in the movie, waiting for people to show up.
See when they were doing it at the party earlier in the movie? They had the mask on beating the drums, and then Timmy came up and told her, your mask won't save you.
Yeah, I remember that vaguely.
That ties back into this. There's a lot that ties. That's what I mean. It's things that kind of you just gotta little things you gotta pay attention to. I know that's why I said it's not a movie for everybody. It kind of does require a little bit more focus, I guess. Even though I know there's parts that you just think are stupid.
I stand by what I said. I think everything that you're catching, I don't even think the writers really was intending for it to have any second meaning or anything. I think it's just a coincidence.
They said it in the movie. I'm not just making this up, though. This is stuff that they let you know in the movie.
Yeah, but I don't think the writers are that clever, to be honest. I mean, come on. And the thing with David Duchovny, I don't even think he was doing bad at acting. It just, you could tell he was like, I don't want to do this movie. I feel like that's what he was thinking the whole time. He's like, what happened? I was on the X-Files. I was like the hottest dude ever on the X-Files. And now I'm doing Pet Sematary, straight to video. Freaking, what is this?
No.
Straight to video, Pet Sematary. Come on, man.
Killing me.
You know what you signed up for.
No, this is good. It's a good movie. Just because you're critical doesn't mean it's terrible. It just means, you need to have better taste. No,
it's watchable. It's watchable. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think, honestly, Scarlett, I'm being too harsh on it, but let's be real. You're being a little bit too nice to it.
I am. I'm partial to it. Because like I said, we didn't get a lot last year. That was good. I think, what was it? Boogeyman came out, and I don't even remember anything else.
I didn't even watch that.
I didn't either.
What about you watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake? What a piece of shit.
No, I'm not. I mean, I watched the original,
like
but I'm not big into Texas Chainsaw. I'm not big into slashers other than maybe like Scream.
I like slashers, but not Texas Chainsaw. That's just, and this one was particularly, that's another comedy. That was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking slashers. I thought Thanksgiving was not awful.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that one. It was
you know what? I didn't see that one.
I barely remember it, but yeah, I vaguely remember.
That was one that they had remember Grindhouse with the fake movie trailers? That was one of the fake movie trailers for Grindhouse when it came out.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I just thought the opening scene to that movie is fucking crazy when all the people die at the Black Friday sale. I was just like, that's insane.
I didn't see it, but it sounds pretty awesome.
Yes, it's pretty good.
Let's see, we got the flowers are starting to wither.
Yeah, they're like, why are these sunflowers in the movie?
Because they're, I can't help it if you don't understand symbolism. It's like all Stephen King is, right?
Yeah.
He loves
They're symbolizing the audience watching this shit, fucking wilting in their chairs. That's a symbolism.
Terrible. Savage. They built the deadfall so no one would go past it.
Well, they didn't do too good of a job because people were still going past it.
I know.
Yeah, you got a freaking zombified burial ground. That's what you put some sticks up there. That's the best you could do.
Right? Nobody had any cement.
Yeah.
Any stone. Make a nice little stone wall.
I will say though, like as the movie goes on, dude gets creepier though, because he does like legit kind of, I want to say like crawl around and shit, like real creepy fast and stuff.
Yeah,
so
you know what? Yeah, he does at the end. Like he's moving. It was kind of cool when he killed the sheriff lady. It kind of startled me.
Here we go. Now, so yes, Manny comes back to the creepiest looking sunflower ever. It's like almost like a smiley face, but it's like a dead smiley face.
Oh yeah,
one eye, two eyes, and a smile.
This here symbolizes Benda42 laughing his ass off at the big smile on his face.
No.
The symbolism is just it's right
There.
there. If you look for it, it's
I'm
right
trying to
there.
beat your mind.
If you look closely, you can
kidding.
see Benda laughing in the sunflower's
He
face.
did. They used the sunflower big and heavy because of its symbolism and the broken glass. But see, we look at this stuff with From though. They got a lot of symbolism in there too. So that's why I guess I like this movie.
Yeah, well, he's never experienced one of our From breakdowns, so he doesn't know how in depth we fucking get.
No,
I
look,
mean,
look,
I
David,
should have
there's
been
broken
involved with that.
glass.
From had
Oh,
too
God.
many fake outs.
Oh,
many
we've
fake
talked
outs? I don't know,
hours
man.
about From.
I love me some From.
That's how we all met each other, was through From.
I know. He says slashers suck. They make me laugh that people are so dumb.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's actually a good point. Slashers, like, they're not. I don't watch them. I watch them for laughs. I think he like Jason's a great example because it's so stupid. Like the kills are funny and awesome. You don't go to that. Like, what else would you go to that for?
Halloween to me is that. Like Halloween's laughable to me. Even more
Halloween, the remakes of Halloween.
them,
What
honestly.
the fuck was that?
Like I'm not a Halloween fan. I've seen them all, but honestly, I could never get the concept to begin with. To me, it was a very like I don't know, Jason. I could understand Jason. He's like a grudge spirit.
But Jason's cool because he's indestructible and stuff. And I don't know, he does have really cool kills. And he is a ripoff of Michael Myers, though. Freddy Krueger's, he's got a good personality and he's funny, and Chucky does too. Michael Myers is just kind of bland to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like his whole backstory and stuff just doesn't sell for me.
I agree.
Like, okay, he puts the mask on and now he's crazy. Like, look, you had to give at least he had to have communed with a demon somewhere. Like, could he have at least had a Ouija board? Like, help me connect the dots.
Some of the sequels are so ridiculous. They do kind of get into that, and it is some sort of cult thing, but that doesn't even matter. The remakes. Let's go back to the remakes. What the fuck was that? Especially the last one where he gets fucking beat up by like a 15-year-old kid. Michael Myers gets beat up by a 15-year-old little bitch. That's the last.
You were talking about that today.
Yeah, I was going on a rant on stream yesterday, or the other. I don't even know.
Today, it was today. You're doing it today.
That was fucking horrible.
Yes.
I think, you know what? I do it every stream. I don't know how we circle back to Halloween. That's a send-off to Michael Myers. If you're a Halloween fan, dude gets bitch slapped by a 15-year-old little punk-ass bitch.
Seriously.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
What I did like though, they did show, I think for the first time in here, kind of like the viewpoint from one of the dead and how it's like all kind of hazy and tunnel vision and shit.
That is a good shot there, but I feel like they copied that from another movie. I feel like I've seen that shot in another movie.
They may have. I just like the fact that they gave you like try to give you kind of what's going through that. I don't know, kind of the eyes of the monster a little bit. I liked it. Her little creepy self coming back with the sunflower.
Actually, this scene reminds me of the next thing coming up. I'll let you get there, but I also laughed my ass off. You'll see.
What, the foot?
No, not this part. This is the part I was saying looked fake, but you know, it didn't look that bad, really.
No, it was just the concept of like she's wiping her feet and like the skin just kind of like
peels off
because she's dying. Like it's a dead body, basically. Like that's just kind of what was like, ugh.
No, she's pretty creepy at this point, Donna. I thought
you could tell
creepy.
she'd been through some shit though. You could just tell she went through some shit.
And even the way they talk when like she's like, Donna, are you okay? Like Donna, and then like they just start talking and like almost crazy, but you can tell it's like creepy because it's not them completely. I liked it. I like the chase scene here where she starts to go at her and then she finds the dude.
This is the thing that I was laughing my ass off.
You didn't like it? You like it?
Come
yeah, it does
on.
look funny though. It does actually.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
Scarlett's getting off of it. Scarlett can't even defend that one. She's like, I'm moving on this slide. Yeah, Scarlett's like, let's move along. Shuffle that one under the bed. Yeah, you can't defend that. You're making some pretty good points here today, but you can't defend that shit. And then also that scene right there when she goes up on the doctor and then she's like, oh my God, the doctor has his head twisted around and it looks so stupid. And then the nurse is like right behind her and she gets like the blood splatters on her. Like, what was the nurse doing right behind her there? She went to get the doctor in the first place. Where did she even come from?
She was there the whole time.
Was
She
she?
was standing on the other side over here because when she ran up to her, she was like standing over there.
Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the movie.
I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure.
Also, the way she
There
got
you go. You
splat.
get to see you again.
Oh, that's you know what? I didn't realize he fell down the. She. I guess she pushed him off or whatever. But I don't know how much the blood splatter was way too big. I don't know where she kills the nurse from with the scalpel. How? Yeah, I guess it would have to be like the jugular, but there's no way there'd be a slash like that. I'm sorry. I've seen my slasher movies. That is a machete Jason blood splatter right there. That's not a scalpel. Yeah, Dana, back me up. Back me up. It's not a scalpel splash that she got. It was a full-on Jason Voorhees machete splash. So their movie needs to be. I wasn't very believable to me.
All right. I see where you're saying. I thought it was good. I'm sticking by it. I don't care what you say. You can't destroy my movie. You can't destroy my joy.
I don't mean to. You could.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man.
I want you to.
Honestly, I like the debate because, like I said, I knew a lot of people weren't going to necessarily like the movie per se if they're not into this kind of genre to begin with, and I wanted to see what other people thought about it because I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it.
Scarlett, I am into the genre, and that's why I'm so critical. You're too easy on these movies.
I liked it though. I guess I am. I just like to. I'm just.
It was. You don't have to be guilty for liking it. You could like it.
It's good. I liked it. I liked all the little symbolism in it. I was like, yay! Look, there's more blood and sunflowers.
I am excessively hating on it, but that's what I do. It's more fun to like just hate on every second of the movie for me than it is to say it's good. You know, I'm
even like around his neck. You know, they put that around there because that was part of. I forgot exactly what happened to his neck, but it had something to do when he was in. They explained it at the beginning. But
what we got last year in the sense of horror movies, this was one of the better ones. We could at least say that for what we got last year in regards to horror movies, this was one of the better ones.
I don't even know what else we got. We got nothing to compare it to.
Boogeyman, I think, came out. There was that. What was that? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. It was. Oh man, dude was wearing some weird mask. That's all I can remember is the cover. It wasn't. I forgot. Jester. No, it wasn't Jester. What the heck was that? Oh, that's how bad it was. I don't even remember it.
Yeah, a lot of the horror movies they just go to straight to streaming now too. So
yeah, well, that's a lot of stuff though. That's just movies in general. I think.
Well, you know what?
People aren't going to theaters anymore. I mean, I went to watch with my kid for a birthday party the Godzilla, the new one that came out. And although the movie was great, the theater wasn't that great. And like the amount you had to pay just for popcorn and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just go watch it at the house on the streaming.
You got to sneak those snacks in.
Yeah, we're professionals at sneaking snacks into the movie theater.
Oh, I know, but I'm just like, you know.
My mom would bring garbage bags of food. Yeah, I knew you're going there. I'm not even joking. We'd have garbage bags filled with food. Like we'd just be walking in like fucking Santa Claus with a sack of food on our backs, and somehow, like I don't know why.
One day, I even think one movie, I think she even brought hot dogs.
Yep. No, we had a full pizza pie one time. I remember a full pizza, and she was like eating some sort of tuna melt. I'm like, how did we get into this theater? Like, we didn't bring snacks. We brought 4-course fucking meals to the movie theater.
Your mom was good with that.
Yeah, we were cheap when it came to that for sure. No, I would spend $50 on popcorn. Come on now. Actually, speaking of, we were talking about Stouffer's mac and cheese earlier. I definitely had Stouffer's macaroni and cheese multiple times in the movie theater, and it was delicious.
I just like bring old kitchen in there. Yeah. As well.
Yep. His mom had a very big bag.
Anyway,
juice boxes, everything.
Look at this symbol. Isn't that from Saw or something? They're ripping off Saw now on this Pet Cemetery.
He's doing the blood spiral. Remember, he took his skin off his finger and he wrote their names.
Oh yeah, I do remember the finger thing.
And that's the blood spiral.
Doesn't Saw have that trademark now?
Man, I haven't watched Saw, and especially not. I don't even know how many they're at now. But after the first 3, maybe.
I think 10 is the one that just came out, and actually, that may have came out last year. I heard it was actually pretty good. It was like the best Saw yet since part 1. which that's not saying much, but
I heard that, but I guess, it's hard to know nowadays.
Yes. It was the first time you ever fucking rooted for the Saw dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always. What do you mean? First time?
No, but they made him out to be like the setup was he was not the villain per se, but he was almost the protagonist, and it was pretty
that's
good.
what I heard. Yeah, I mean every slasher movie, I'm always rooting for the bad guy. Do you guys not?
Yeah,
but the original Saw movie could be up there, and like
the original Saw was good.
Yeah, original Saw was pretty good.
And actually, 2 and 3 weren't bad either. But after that, I don't even know.
Well, lie though, Donna in here, she be coming with that scalpel because she goes at Manny with it too, and kind of slices his legs up a bit, playing with that scalpel.
Yeah, that. Yeah. He was pulling one of those. No, she's my sister, and then he's pulling the. Look, you just see the pictures, and she's not your sister anymore. But the shotgun part is coming up. Oh, we didn't see the shotgun part. This is where he goes, I'm sorry, son.
Well, it's right down here. And these were hard. I had to try to lighten some of them up, but you may not be able to see them. I might have to go back.
This is where he gives the Zoolander cough.
He's like, I had one in here. It must have not. I swear. It'll probably be on the end somewhere, the screenshots or something. Oh, because these, I think, because I lightened these up and I forgot to add the other ones back in there. So I was lightening some of these up because these at the end here, it was so dark.
I was exactly going to say that. It was so dark on these scenes, I couldn't see what the hell was going on at all.
Yeah, when they went in the tunnels, it got pretty dark in there. But they basically go down to the dude's cellar.
And they split up again after that. They already split up, and half of them are dead now. And they come to this, they're right here. I think this is it. They come to like a split in the path. And what I called it too. I was looking at David Duchovny. I was like, don't you fucking say it, David. Mulder, don't you do it. What does he say? Let's split up. I was like, are you fucking serious, man?
Yep. Son's waiting like, all right, we're good to go. Time to go.
Horror movie 101, never split up. And never go investigate the noise.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear a noise, walk the other way.
That is correct.
Pretty much. I think we've all watched
crazy. You're so bad, crazy.
I'm gonna.
Oh God.
He's asking for trouble. He's asking for trouble.
Yeah, instead of that apple pie, they should have had a nice little Stouffer's lasagna sitting there on the window.
Shut up!
That would have healed her wounds. That would have healed her wounds way faster than an apple pie would.
If the person made a homemade friggin' pie, they're making a homemade lasagna. So there would be a homemade lasagna on that table and not a fucking Stouffer's lasagna.
Stouffer's is
Why
so
go through the trouble of making a homemade apple pie if you're not going to make a homemade dinner?
I promise you, Dana, you take out Stouffer's lasagna, you put it on a plate, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference.
Well, we're going to find out because we're going to do that, and I'm going to make my homemade lasagna, and we're going to put it next to Crazy Mad's garbage, and we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, so Scarlett, well, it's Dana, we're trying to talk about a movie here, okay?
Well, it's Crazy Mad who's making all the... He started it. He started it tonight.
I forget Scarlett. What happened to David Duchovny there? Like he just gets stabbed a bunch of times, and it doesn't show it.
He finds his son.
Oh, that's right. It cuts away.
He's gonna shoot him or something like that, and then it cuts away.
Yeah, he points the gun at him, and then the movie's like
you hear the shot, but I'm pretty sure either shoots himself or his son gets him. It's a little ambiguous. They don't quite tell you.
Well, he wouldn't shoot himself in the stomach, though. That wouldn't be a good way to go.
I'm assuming that he either, I don't know if the kid just.
I think the kid was like moving super fast at that point. So he probably got to him
with his fist, just, right through the gut, maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe he missed his eye when he shot, probably, or something.
These you can't really see, but the Judd's girlfriend, he takes her under the swamp in these caves that he basically digs out. And just puts her under there to basically get buried alive in mud. She has to dig her way out of that crap. That was actually kind of brutal.
I was going to say that part scares me. I don't like claustrophobic stuff like that. So that was, even though it was very dark to see, it was frightening for me.
Especially the mud, because she literally gets covered in it to the point where you're like just stuck. She almost can't even move. I don't even know how she got out of that thing. To be honestly, when I first watched it, I thought she was going to die there. I was like, nope, she's dead.
Also, you want to know what else is stupid though? Because you guys are like, oh God, here we go again.
What you gonna say? Go ahead.
He kills the Indian sister, but he doesn't kill the blonde one. He just buries her. Why wouldn't he kill her and then bury her? There's no point. I know what the point was. So the characters have a damsel in distress to go save, but that he would kill the blonde girl and then bury her. That way she'd be zombified, no problem. He gave her a chance to escape. And I know why. It's so they could save her, but...
It was because I said it before that it likes to torture you before it kills you.
And why didn't it do it to the Indian sister?
It did. Remember it came to the party? And it messed with her and it grabbed her up.
It squeezed her waist. That was the torture?
Well, no, it talked to her. It told her things. No, it was going to do more. No, he was going to do more. Manny, came and grabbed him and, football tackled him.
Yeah, that was a pathetic tackle, by the way, too. We didn't discuss that pathetic tackle. What was that? He was like, yeah, and he freaking I don't even shoulder checked him. It was pretty pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's not exactly, sports athlete on the movie. He's trying to protect his sister.
Poor
this
Scarlett.
is crazy though. Did you see Timmy? He's in the military, so he brought back basically a trip device and drags Manny onto it.
I forget this part for some reason. I just watched it earlier today. Probably because it was so dark, I couldn't see what was going on.
It was dark. Yeah, it was pretty dark at this part.
You know what we should do, Scarlett? Great idea. We should have movie review courtroom. You could be the defendant on why the movie's good, and I'll be the plaintiff just bashing the movie constantly, because that's pretty much what we're doing right now. And I think it's great. You know what part I think is fucking stupid? This part's so dark here. And then Scarlett's like, well, I think the cinematography, it's all the
It's a horror movie. It's not supposed to be sunshiny.
By this point in the movie, the filmmakers knew that everybody was asleep anyway, so they might as well just turn the lights out.
Oh my god! Then he shoots you with the flare gun though, right in the eye.
How do you even make that shot with a flare gun?
Yeah, that's the 1 in a million shot. And also, I feel like it didn't really go through the eye, so it wouldn't kill him either. Scarlett, your rebuttal?
It did. It should. It went right in the eye, and it.
No, but he had a little baby burn on there.
He was mad far away.
Was not gone though. It looked like
behind a gazillion trees.
I don't know.
And he still wound up fucking with an eye shot.
You know what? In your defense, it's not a baby burn either. It's somewhere in between. Actually, I think his eye is gone, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, I don't know.
Scarlett,
maybe my eyes aren't what they used to be.
Let's magnify this shit.
It's dark too. I try to even lighten it, but if I was trying to light it too much, the exposure and stuff was going to make it even grainy and weird. But no, it's as good as it gets. If I go any closer, it's going to get really bad looking. I want to do more clips, but like I said, I don't know the rule of YouTube and. Yeah,
better not chance it.
Just look, man. I don't get trolled.
We don't want no black screens of death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this was hard. I did try to lighten them up a tiny bit, but there we go. Now we're back in the sunlight. Everybody, we're all good now.
Well, see, there's a strong contrast there because it's so dark. But now,
it's like wow.
Now this is their salvation, and they're leaving Ludlow.
No, they're staying. They don't get to leave.
Oh, they're staying now?
Yeah, because he has to carry on like his father.
Oh yeah, that's right. But the
Mandy
Indian kid leaves. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Mandy gets to leave like his sister wanted him to. And he's going to take her artwork and go sell it, put it out there. And good,
I know in the beginning. I know why he's giving the finger to the sign now, but I don't see why they're so hostile toward Ludlow in the beginning of the movie. It's like a small town, but they're really shitting on it. They're like, they really hate the town for some reason. I think it looks like a quaint, nice little town, minus the zombified pet cemetery. They didn't know about that at the time, though.
Minus that.
Minus that one nice little
town.
They didn't know that, though. They weren't aware.
Yeah.
One now, you could retire
out of this shit town. It seemed like a nice, quaint town. I didn't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
Seemed like a tight-knit community to me. Like, fuck everybody. You guys suck. I'm going to go live my life now. I mean, that's fine, but you don't got to be hating on it that hard. I mean, Ludlow didn't do anything to deserve that. Except for, of course, the zombified people walking around in the pet cemetery. But they didn't know about that.
They didn't know about that.
Every town has its flaws. Ludlow's just happens to be zombies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
long
that's
as you
pretty
stay
much
away,
the movie.
you're
I
good.
mean, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. We end with him basically sitting, like his dad, taking on the torch.
Yeah, what's he smoking? A doobie right there? He's like, what the fuck did my agent sign me up for?
No, he's smoking the cigarettes that his daddy had.
No, he's smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, they're down here. He got the beer and the cigarettes. And like I said, he literally just sat there like his dad, like, all right, settle it in.
Oh, and he was talking shit about his dad on the porch too, but okay, so now I could see.
Mm-hmm. He's just like his daddy now.
The next generation takes over.
Stephen King is a sick fuck, huh? Isn't he?
Just a little bit.
I think I heard he comes up with all the. I mean, I know this is just based off of Pet Sematary like 1, so I don't think he had anything to do with this, but he like dreams about his books before he writes them. So that's that's the kind of shit he dreams about. And Pet Sematary is a pretty tame one compared to the other shit he does.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like it because I'm like that, man. I have some strange dreams, so I feel I vibe with that. I don't know, man. I like the dreams are weird. Dreams are interesting.
I have weird dreams, but they're more like not demented like Stephen King's.
Mine are crazy. I got all kinds of weird nightmares. I lucid dream.
I was having a nightmare the other day that I was watching Pet Sematary Bloodlines, and then I realized it was no nightmare. I was living the nightmare. Fucking terrible. It's just like, this is real life.
Real. It was real.
I was trying to pinch myself. Didn't work.
How dare you?
It's like, why did Scarlett recommend this movie?
It's awesome. So, what do you guys think? Hanging out with us. What do you guys think about the movie? I mean, it was okay. I know how you feel about it, Benda.
You don't have to tone your score down.
I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to Dana.
We can at least agree the title, the title font and colors in the title were pathetic, and the doctor with his neck twisted was pathetic as well, Scarlett. We could agree upon that, right?
The neck thing was, after you kind of look at it there in the screenshot, it is.
In motion, I think it was worse.
Well, maybe it went by faster. I don't know. Just the scream that she gave was a distraction enough. Who knows? But no, I mean, like I said, I still give it what I gave it. I'm still gonna give it good ratings. I don't care what you say, Benda. You can't change my mind.
You give Casino a 10. And you give
this one, if I compare it like over an overall like movie, then yeah, I give it like a 6, 7.
Well, if Casino is a 10, what is Goodfellas then?
I don't even remember Goodfellas. I know of Goodfellas, but I don't remember it like enough to give it a rating.
Did she just say? Dang, did she just say she knows of Goodfellas?
Because I haven't seen it in so long. Like I remember it. It's like, but I can't.
Casino is just like Goodfellas, but just not as good though. That's what it kind of is.
I mean, because I just like Casino. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I watch it all the time when it comes.
If you like Casino, give Goodfellas another go. I mean, I
haven't seen it in so long. Like I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go look at pictures. I know what it is. Like I remember the name, so I know kind of what it was.
They're both Martin Scorsese movies with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci.
I mean, I'm like, because it's one of the pop culture things. Like you just know it, but I just can't. I haven't seen it, and if I have seen it, I haven't seen it in so long that.
If you like Casino, though, you should give it a rewatch, and so should I. But
I'll see if I can remember. I'll look it up.
Either get busy living. Or get busy dying. Sorry, one of your chatters there was mentioning Shawshank Redemption. I had to drop that one in.
Oh, I love Shawshank Redemption.
That's a great movie.
That is a great movie.
With a great ending, too. Great ending. Best ending ever in any movie.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah, I remember Goodfellas. Yeah, I didn't watch this one as much, but yeah, I remember.
It's
this one now.
basically the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I was confusing it with this other movie that I can't remember the name, but it was another kind of not older movie like this, more up to date movie, but
The
sort of
Departed.
mafia, where the guy, like the dude, is like into taxes and stuff, and he helps him come out of the.
The Irishman.
I don't remember what it was called. I just know I was just confusing it there for a bit, and I was like, I know that's not a Goodfellas. I had to go look it up. I was like, no, that's. I know Goodfellas is older, and the one I was thinking of was newer. So I'm like, damn it, what was Goodfellas again? So yeah, no, I remember this one now.
If it's a mafia movie with Robert De Niro in it, it's probably a Martin Scorsese movie.
No, this newer one, I don't remember who played in it, but it was like I said, it was a newer movie, like 90s or early 2000s, even maybe I want to say. But yeah, like I said, the guy, he basically, I guess his uncle or whoever in his family that's the boss dies, and he has to take over. But he doesn't know anything about the mafia. He actually has works like in a stock market or something like that, and he ends up helping them.
Not the Wolf of Wall Street.
No, that's something.
That didn't really have anything to do with mafia.
No. That's different. I did see that though.
I don't
know.
That was interesting. Not The Godfather Part 1. That was like
I'll tell you another time. I cannot remember right now the name of it.
You don't know this, but in my mind now that's a game for me to try to figure out what movie you're thinking of. So really, it's about me at this point trying to figure out what movie it is.
Ah, okay.
We
will be here all night trying to figure that out because I can't remember enough about it or the name
year
of
to
it.
Start. Yeah, you're not giving me much.
So, my bad.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I'm sorry. You'll just have to wonder until I can remember. I'll tell you another time.
The Green Mile was too fucking sad.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never watch that one again. Tom Hanks is powerful, though. Oh, we're talking Judas now?
Yeah, I was trying to get things changed over.
We're switching to video games.
Yes. I thought this game was coming out sooner than it is. Actually, I think not coming out till like next March or something, which kind of is like sucks. But it still looks really cool. Let me see. I'm gonna get the trailer on YouTube.
Wait, best mob movie of Goodfellas. Goodfellas, Bitey. One of your chatters is saying best mob movie of '93. That's got to be Goodfellas, no?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think Goodfellas was '93.
I'm not too sure.
I think '94 was Pulp Fiction. I don't know if you consider that like a mafia movie.
Goodfellas came out in 1990.
Oh. Mob movie in '93. Maybe, no, Casino I think was like '96, though. Ah,
1995.
You didn't give me time, buddy. You didn't give me time. You know, I saw Bronx Tale, the musical. It was actually really good. Okay. Another, sorry, I'm chatting with Bitey right now. We're talking about Bronx Tale.
No, you're good. I'm trying to pull this up real quick. Y'all go ahead and chat for a second.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Bronx Tale was good. Movies, yeah, that's a good one. And I highly recommend the musical as well. Any Quentin Tarantino movie is fantastic.
Pretty much.
Best Quentin Tarantino movie, Data, while Scarlett gets ready for Judas. Best Quentin Tarantino movie for me is between Django Unchained and, of course, Pulp Fiction.
I'm a Dusk Till Dawn and Pulp Fiction.
Well, okay, movies written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. He didn't direct From Dusk Till Dawn, so that doesn't count.
I know.
But now From Dusk Till Dawn is fucking amazing.
That's a rough one. I definitely love Pulp Fiction. That's definitely one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. But what's the other one?
You got Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Thank you.
You like Reservoir Dogs better than Pulp Fiction?
No, I'm saying they're up there. If I have to pick from what just he wrote and directed, then those are my top two.
The nominee. Well, maybe you forget it. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? That was the last one. That was pretty good. I don't think it's better than Pulp Fiction though.
No.
That one's good if you haven't seen it. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and they're actually good. Usually I'm not fans of those guys, but they actually put out a good performance. I feel like they're both overrated usually, but in that one, they were pretty good.
Yep. And you got to give it to him for like Kill Bill,
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
We're going back to Quentin Tarantino. You're just talking Brad Pitt as Inglourious Bastards. It's a good one.
Bye, Kiwi.
Bye, Kiwi. Thank you for hanging with us. Yeah, I'm trying to get this trailer. If not, then we'll just have to do a little quick chat about it. It's now. Let me share all these other things. Dana now wants to be a butt.
I know nothing about this game.
Dana doesn't even fucking game, Scarlett. Why are we even friends with her?
All right, I'm back out one more time. I'll be right back. I'll just hang out and chat for a second.
I play games. I just play other games.
Like what? Fucking Candy Crush? That's not a game.
No, I don't play Candy Crush.
Hey, Candy Crush is actually pretty good.
I think I'm going to start playing Baldur's Gate with Jim.
I was going to say, I saw you have the Dungeons and Dragons Discord now. Baldur's Gate is very, very in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. It's very, very powerful.
Yes. I'm thinking about it.
It's a steep learning curve, though, to like understand how the game works. I mean, it works like a game of Dungeons and Dragons. It rolls the dice and shit, but every like perk and stuff, you gotta get pretty serious with it.
Yes, it's definitely, you gotta get serious with it. But I love my Mario Kart and my Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but you don't play those now, though, do you?
No, because nobody plays them.
Nobody plays Mario Kart or Mortal Kombat?
Not where I could play with them.
Shut up. Not where I could play with them.
Well, guys, I guess we're just have to chat about it. It does not want to let me show, and it's too long. It's a little bit longer than I would.
Damn it!
It down because it let me show it the other day. Let me bring it up when I was practicing, but you know how StreamYard likes to be sometimes.
I would help, but I don't know how this thing works.
Nah, it's fine. It usually you just go down here, you click present.
Yeah.
And then you select like present your screen. That comes, it's just like pops up this little thing. You can select which screen you want to hit. Kind of just like Discord.
Oh yeah.
But
you want me to? I could probably do it.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can
working.
Oh man.
Share screen. It's not working for you?
It lets me share my screen. It's just not it's not on the menu's not showing that screen in the menu. It does that sometimes even when I'm doing screenshots, and usually when I back out and come back in, it's fine, but it's done it where I've had to like come back like several times. It's just one of the things. StreamYard's just fun like that sometimes.
Here, let me see. It might work for me actually. Let me see.
Give me 1 second because I gotta see if I can get this to go away now. No, go away. I want to click all this other stuff.
Dana, since you're a noob at video games,
yes,
Judas is like, it's like this game BioShock, because I think it's by the same developer as BioShock, which is awesome.
Yes, that's why Scarlett is so excited about it.
I know. I love me some BioShock.
BioShock's like her jam.
I think it's working for me. Should I hit share here and see if it pops up?
Yeah. It'll there we go. I'll add that to stage.
Should I play it?
Just play through it. Yeah, and I'll probably stop it every like 30 seconds or so.
Well, will it mute us when we play it, or
no?
No, you just tell me when to stop it. All right, okay, I'll just do it every 30 seconds.
Volume up, please.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Say hi back. Of course I will. What if I told you that every word you say is being recorded? Every thought you've ever had. Your love.
Let me stop it right there for a second. I like this because it really does kind of like give that vibe of Bioshock. Just that opening where they're doing like the flashes with it's almost like advertisement and stuff.
It's kind of like, remember the opening scene of Bioshock when you're actually like going down into Rapture for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite on that level, but it also reminds me of that, which is awesome.
I know, right? It gave me like almost immediately from that, just little like 30 seconds or whatever. I was like, oh, is this another Bioshock? I was like, are we finally getting number 4? I got so excited.
That's what I was thinking too, because you were there, I think, that day when I was watching on the PlayStation showcase or whatever. I was getting excited for it as well. All right, I'm hitting play.
All right.
Your hate. We're just planted in your brain like weeds in a garden. What would you do to free yourself? We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free, whether you like it or not.
Dun dun dun.
Well,
now I think that's like now it's going into maybe like gameplay footage or what gameplay might look like. I don't know when this game's coming out.
I think it's about I believe it comes out next year in March. I thought it was coming out this year from the way it was showing the trailer, but I think it's next March.
What they love to do now with video game trailers though, I bet this won't be okay though, because it's from the developer that made Bioshock, like the actual guy that came up with it. But they'll show footage of a game that they hope the game will look like this when it comes out. Like it's not actually a person playing it, but it's what they hope to achieve, which is pretty lame.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actual. I mean, it shows what the gameplay is supposed to look like. Now, I don't know how accurate it is to the actual gameplay yet. But I mean, to me, it's so much like Bioshock. It's just gonna, especially after the third one opened it up for multiple like universes, so to speak, or whatever. This is just like the space one. We're gonna go to space.
I'm really surprised they haven't come out with like another actual Bioshock. I guess maybe 2K
there's
games
still
or whatever.
There's still. I thought there were still talks. There was talks of a movie or a show. I mean, there was so much talk for Bioshock after the third one.
They are making, even though it's not the same, it kind of reminds me. You ever play Fallout? Because they have a Fallout TV show coming out. It actually looks pretty good.
I've heard of Fallout. I haven't played it, but I've heard of the show coming out too.
Yeah,
so I might still check it out. I never quite got to the game, but the show might be cool.
That's right. The show should be good though. Oh, well, actually, it's probably going to suck. I don't know why I said it should be good. I mean, it should be, but we know it's not. It's probably not going to be. Anyways. That part.
Yeah.
That part right there definitely looked like Bioshock.
Bioshock, right? Because I could see that being the bots or whatever.
And just the graphics and just everything, it looks 100% like Bioshock. That's why when I was watching for the first time, I was like, is this Bioshock 4 or whatever?
Yes. I know. Oh, God, dude, I'm serious. That just the opening made me think Bioshock. I'm telling you, I'm still excited. I hope. I mean, because the trailer's actually been out for a while. I think even last year they had a trailer for it.
Well,
but I guess that's how they do stuff.
This is like the spiritual successor, probably. Not really Bioshock, but looks a lot like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from what I read, it's not supposed to be canon to Bioshock, but man, I could see it being.
Yeah. Let us continue.
Oh my God, is he so excited? Oh.
It even has like the plasmids, like Bioshock. Definitely.
Oh God!
This also reminds me. I don't know if you ever played the game Dead Space, but it's like pretty much EA owns the rights to Dead Space, and they're going to make a remake of it. But the developer of Dead Space went off and made the Callisto Protocol, which is basically just like Dead Space, and that's how I feel like this game was. Like the developer of Bioshock went off and made this because whatever, maybe it's a rights dispute or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I know it took him a while to do this, just like all Bioshocks, because I guess and I'm kind of glad because the guy's such a perfectionist. Like he constantly is changing a lot of this stuff, and so people quit on him and stuff. Why hasn't gotten Bioshock? I think the fourth one.
Games like this, though, like just like movies, video game companies are making like cookie cutter games with stupid monetization shit, and it's nice to have somebody that actually fucking cares about their game, that wants to make a good game first. Like first their priority is to make a good game, and then profits come like second. Like he knows if you make a good game, you'll get money. But these companies are getting fucking greedy. Anyways.
Oh no, ever since the microtransactions, I'm sorry, completely ruined gaming. Yeah. Especially like competitive gaming or on first person shooters and stuff like that. I mean, get that shit out of here.
Hopefully, I think it's going to change soon, though, because with that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, I think that's a wake-up call that nobody wants that shit, and that's what they made that game. And
horrible.
Yeah, and
dude, I saw you playing that. I was like, all right, that's
the I mean, the game
Arkham Knight.
Yeah. Arkham, like it's not, and those are from the same developers as Arkham Knight. It wasn't their fault. Yeah, instead of making another Arkham Knight or something, they made that piece of shit. And it's only because they wanted, I mean, it's not even that bad of a game, but you could tell it's just
a shittier version of Arkham Knight.
It's a looter shooter that they want you to buy the game and then continue to buy shit for it. But it's so repetitive and pathetic. It's just bad. Let us continue.
The missions didn't even look good. Like you said, it looked like you just constantly just battling people. There was nothing really like special.
What you saw me doing for that 5 minutes, that's all you do in the whole fucking game.
Yeah, like, I couldn't. No.
You run to one area, you kill enemies, and then you run to the next area, and you kill the waves of enemies, and then you run to the next area, and you kill the waves of enemies. It's like, what happened to the Arkham games? Those were great. This one, you're just running around.
Arkham was kind of like Zelda in the sense of how you have different little like submissions and different ways your puzzles. There's things you have to go find, certain people you have to do certain things with. Like there was all these little things about it.
Right. They put time and effort into their game, and this one was Suicide Squad is shit.
Anyway. It's pretty bad. All right, yeah, let's finish this. I'm sorry.
So, judging from that, is it like in outer space or something?
Yes.
Or?
They're on a ship. Neat. And from what I understood, something like, and I could be kind of wrong about this, but I know they're in space and they were on a ship almost like it was going to another planet or something. And something happened, and the character that you're playing, she did something to the ship, and it's being, that's why it's Judas. Obviously, whatever she did, she broke something. She screwed the ship up, and it's basically like deteriorating. And she's having to like team up with people that are enemies there to try to make it, I guess, either fix the ship or make it to this planet or something. I didn't really get the rest of it, but yeah, they're in space, and it's got this whole like space/cowboy theme kind of thing going with it.
I like that.
So yeah, I think it's going to be good. I wish it had been the fourth BioShock, because I feel like it's going to end up getting this is just another BioShock, but it's not BioShock, so it's not. They didn't really do anything different. Like they're trying to do a different game, but it's not a different game.
I'm okay with them doing the same BioShock.
I just wish it would just be BioShock. Just call it BioShock, because that means really what it is. It's the fourth BioShock.
Even like BioShock Infinite was really good, but I kind of preferred Rapture, and to do that again, I have no problem doing that for a third time, because Rapture was way cooler, I think, than the Cloud City.
Yeah, no, I did like Rapture a little bit better than Columbia, but that was Columbia, because it was darker. It had that darker vibe meets that 50s, what was it, Dago art or whatever kind of vibe. So yeah, it was really good.
I think I also liked how like dead it was in Rapture compared to the other place. I feel like people were like still living in that place. I just like the secluded nature of Rapture.
I liked the whole premise behind Rapture.
Yeah,
I did watch the icebergs or whatever, and they talk about where he got the idea from and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's good. It's a whole ideology.
Percy says they're excited for Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's Walton Goggins is in that show, and he's a great actor, way underrated, and hopefully it's good. The trailer looks pretty good for Fallout. And the games kind of suck now, but it's got potential.
Well, like even with Halo, like after the third one, the ones after weren't terrible, but just something about 3 was just, maybe that was because I just like the gameplay so much too.
Well, Bungie was doing Halo 1, 2, and 3 and Reach, and then Microsoft kind of took over for a 4 or 5 and Infinite. That's why the
as-
story and everything kind of went down the shitter, because it was a whole different team writing it.
I didn't even like some of the gameplay. Like, wasn't terrible, but I felt like they were trying to be.
They're trying to be more like Call of Duty.
They're
trying to be faster, which I understand, but
that wasn't Halo. Halo wasn't to me. It wasn't serious, even though people take it seriously. You know, it was a more sci-fi kind of thing. So it was just, I don't know, it was out there. You have a lot more fun with it. I felt like you just had more fun with that game. Call of Duty to me is super serious, or at least when I was coming up and people were playing it, it was just a whole nother level of like people wanting to take it to. So I'm like, I don't want to play. I don't want to be super like today's soldier. I want to be future soldier.
Halo and Call of Duty are very serious, and they should be treated as such.
There's something about Halo though. You just have there's this level of fun that comes with getting in a warthog and just going down the field and just
running people over,
and then like seeing the Banshee in the skies and all these different just vehicles, especially on Big Team Battle. God, I miss some good Big Team Battle.
They still have it.
Valhalla, the best. Valhalla was the best.
Yes. Or what? Blood Gulch. Blood Gulch was the best. I don't know if you remember that one.
Who was it? Guardian.
I forget what that one was. If
isn't that the one's like the circular map or whatever, where it's like kind of
on the ship, mothership?
No, this one was outside. It's like outside. No, this one was Big Team Battle. This was just a good map.
Yeah,
Avalanche was good. One. Big Team Battle, Avalanche.
I remember Avalanche was on Halo 1, I think. They probably brought it back, but
I think it was
Dana's such a reject. She doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
Not at all.
Away. She's falling asleep over there.
Not at all. Not even in the slightest little bit of sense of anything.
Well, Dana, how about you fucking educate yourself and go play Halo?
You can't talk. How dare you talk to
Dana, you're being ignorant.
She's my bestie. No, she is not.
Hey,
I promise
I've known
Scarlett.
Dana for longer, so hey, Dana, I have priority.
No, but you said no, but you said I'm your best friend now because I come hang out at all your streams.
That is actually true. Yeah, me and Scarlett are now besties. Dana, you're out.
Oh, thanks.
At least Scarlett knows about Halo. I could talk TV shows and movies and video games. See, you don't have the trifecta.
You guys are just so loving and kind. I appreciate it.
No, you're my bestie, Dana. You're my ride or die.
Dana is part of the reason why I'm the way I am today. So you got her to blame for everything. She's the one that emotionally scarred me for life, bringing over the fucking scary movies with my sister when I'm fucking like 2 years old, watching shit I should not be watching, and I think it affected me.
Pretty much. I corrupted Louis very, very much.
She's bringing over Hellraiser when I'm fucking 5 years old.
Your sister gets half the blame. She still gets half the blame.
No,
she was right there
more
with
than
me.
Half, but yeah.
I like Hellraiser.
She was right there
I
with
know
me.
that a lot of people don't like. I love Hellraiser. I won't say I loved all of them, but I did like all of them.
The one movie that got me in the most trouble for bringing it over to your house, besides The Exorcist, because your mom just despised that movie so much,
I remember
Nightbreed.
She did. I don't even remember that one. I know what Nightbreed
your
is.
Mom actually yelled at me for bringing over Nightbreed.
What's that one? Remember Basket Case with fucking... Have you seen that one? I forget if you brought that over, Dana. Basket Case is this low-budget piece of shit horror movie. This guy has a conjoined twin attached to him, and he cuts it off and keeps it in a basket, and it's alive, and it like fucking bites people. And his name was Belial. What were we watching? Anyway,
but
see now Scarlett's being silent. Scarlett's like, what the fuck are we watching?
I'll never forget that. The one movie that your mom actually yelled at me was Nightbreed.
I think, isn't Nightbreed Clive Barker as well? I know you bringing over Hellraiser and stuff.
I don't know. It was just something I saw on the shelf, and I brought it over. We put it in. We watched like the first 5 minutes, and your mom was like, "What? What did you fucking bring over? What is this?" And I was just like, "I don't know." The cover just looked really scary.
That is good stuff. Yeah, Hellraiser is interesting. What about
all day?
Did you check out the new Hellraiser on Hulu? That one really wasn't that bad.
That wasn't. Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say I liked it. I
It
was
wasn't bad.
expecting you to talk shit about it, so I was like,
I was
sorry.
expecting the worst because I was really preparing myself because they took what's his name, Doug Bradley, the guy who plays Hellraiser, and they replaced him with the female, which
Yep.
I mean, they're only doing that most of the time to like pander, and that pisses
Well,
me
he
off.
turned down the script. He
Did
was
he?
offered the script.
I mean,
He turned it down.
He has no rights to turn down any script because he was in some shitty Hellraiser movies. So what he's getting picky now?
Yeah, he turned it down and said he wasn't going to do it.
Well, he's probably had enough of all the shitty ones. At least this one attempted. And the woman that played the new Hellraiser, I thought she was actually pretty good. So I didn't have a huge problem with it.
I didn't either.
No, I didn't have, but like I said, I liked all the Hellraisers. I know people talk. There's some people I know that really don't like them. They think they're kind of cheesy or just.
Have
really
you seen the real
crappy,
shitty
but-
ones though?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Really?
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
real shitty ones though. Like
There
one came
are
out.
like if you just really watch all of them. Yeah, there's some that are not great, but I still like. I don't know. I guess I like the Cenobites or whatever. So I just
Yeah,
didn't
I do
care.
like that. I mean, that's Clive Barker.
Like I
That's-
didn't care
that's good.
about the other crappy like dialogue
Right.
and stuff.
Exactly. I like that too. I like the lore and the mythos or whatever. But there is actually one movie, like the one that came out before this last one, where the studio really only made it because they wanted to keep the rights. So they just like they didn't even have like a script for it. It was so shitty. They just wanted to keep the rights because the deal was they had to make like a movie every 10 years or something, or else they'll lose it.
Mhm.
And they made a really shitty one just because they want to keep the rights. Which movie I think companies do that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they actually do that all the time.
Pathetic.
Yep. But if you guys
want
want
to
to
check out
see
Hellraiser, nice.
Yep, if you want to see a horror movie that is going to really like mess with you, and if Kayla were still in the chat, and if Shelby were here, they would agree with me. You have to watch The Sadness.
The sadness?
The
Mhm.
Sadness.
Remember
Is
that
it going to
one.
make me sad?
No, it's going to make you horrified. That
Okay.
movie it's a zombie I shouldn't say zombie because they're not the zombies that are running around eating people's brains. Like they're more like 28 days later type of zombies, like a
The scary
virus
ones,
that
yeah.
takes over, and like they feed off of, like they want to just kill. And when I say kill, not just eat you, they want to kill you. Like, and
Yeah.
some of the scenes in that movie is so friggin' brutal. Like,
Well, how does the virus spread then if they're killing them?
like same thing. Like if it gets into your bloodstream, it
Oh,
started
so the
out as
bodies
like
come up again? Okay, so it's like
That's
28
not
days
the
later.
one where
comes-
they like pull it out of the back of the neck or whatever. Like they sneeze on them, and then it's like some worm thing.
no, nothing like that.
Okay, this
But,
one was
like-
kind of cool too. That's what I thought you were
That-
talking
honestly,
about.
that's that sounds pretty epic. Are you saying the zombies run around and sneeze on people?
No, it's like a hive thing, and like I don't know. There's these weird like parasitic worm things or some
It's-
shit.
It's definitely a movie that, like, the gore, it's a gory movie. If you want a gore fest movie, like, it is a gory movie.
Yeah, but is it like fun gore or like?
Yes, because
Okay.
it's definitely nothing you've seen before.
I like
Okay.
fun gore, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. That's not fun for me. That's not fun.
Yeah,
for me.
that's not. I'm
It's
not
too
really
real.
as into that one. Not that it was like completely terrible. It was just not my style.
Yeah, me neither. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game is actually fucking good.
I downloaded it or got it, but I never did play it.
Have you ever played Dead by Daylight? It's
yes,
like that, but
I
I
used to
think
play that all the time.
I think it's better than that. I really
Is
do.
it?
It's not as
Okay.
popular, I guess, but I don't know why. I love it.
Yeah, even see Percy's seen The Sadness. It's if you want a movie that's just gonna make you be like, oh my, who thought of this?
Wait, but let's talk about the best movie of all time, though, Dana.
What? Which is what?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, yes, absolute best B-budget horror movie of all times. My favorite, Killer
And
Clowns from Outer Space.
you wanted-
Shorty is the man.
Yeah, I went to a Comic-Con and a kid was dressed up as Shorty with the boxing gloves and everything. But yeah.
Wow.
You want to hear some great news? They're making a fucking Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game, and it's like Dead by
okay.
Daylight. Yeah, I think it's.
Okay. I would play that one probably.
I think it's 3
before I
killer
played the
clowns
other
and
one.
7 survivors. So it's 3 killers and 7 people trying to survive, and
Okay.
it sounds awesome.
Yes,
Actually,
Killer Clowns is awesome.
When I said good news, I hope you weren't anticipating like a sequel. They can't make a sequel to Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No, that was,
it would not live
old.
up.
It would no.
It would
Nope.
be pathetic. It would be pathetic. I would not be surprised if they tried it, but it would ruin it like every other sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, when they have the people and the cotton candy and the clown pulls out the silly straw and just like sticks it in the thing and starts drinking the blood from the silly straw.
The popcorn guns.
Yeah.
And little baby killer clowns that would like come from them, from the little bits of popcorn.
Percy in the chat is saying, "Remember Puppet Master?"
Yes, I was about to say that. Yeah, I brought it up. I was gonna say that. Yeah, I love Puppet Master.
Dana, I don't know if you saw my collection of Puppet Master. I actually still got every single Puppet Master in my collection, and they're beautiful.
Buddha Cafe wants to see the trailer. I mean, I don't mind. You want to try to pull it up for us again?
And I'm sorry, when I say the collection of Puppet Master, I'm not even talking about the movies. I'm talking about the puppets from Puppet Master. I got them all.
He's talking about the Oh, dude, nice.
Sorry, yep. I just had to tell everybody how cool I was. I have the whole Puppet Master collection.
You got them all.
Bow down.
Do you know, for your birthday, I almost won. I was gonna get you the real size Chucky doll, but I lost the auction.
I saw that there's actually a legit one in the Halloween store, and I was gonna get it. I was with my mom in the Halloween store, but it was $100, and I was like, I don't want to. It was in the Good Guy doll box and everything.
Yes, I see. I
was gonna get it for you for your birthday, but I lost the friggin' auction.
My mom tried to sneak back and buy it, and it was gone. For my birthday, she was trying to get it. I should have gotten it because that would be a great centerpiece. Anyway, do you want me to play?
I was thinking of you too. I saw that. I was gonna get it.
If you don't mind trying to pull it up for us real quick.
Not. Yeah, actually, I don't even think I've seen a trailer for this game, but it's been talked about. I think the trailer's definitely out.
But yes, Puppet Master was another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if we're going to talk about cheesy horror movies, then we got to bring up Demonic Toys.
That was like... Yeah. Puppet Master was like
with
pretty low budget and shit.
Daisy.
Demonic Toys was like the ripoff of Puppet, a ripoff of a shit. I like Puppet Master, but let's face it, they're not the best. I mean, they're not the highest quality of movies.
Oh my god, Demonic Toys is another one.
They're not as bad as Pet Sematary Rebirth, but let's face it, they're not great. Scarlett's like, again with the fucking Pet Sematary. Let me pull up the thing.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I don't know what it wants to be mean to me tonight.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, a video game. All right, did I share? Okay, you ready?
Yep. Hang on, let me pull this down there. Yep, we're good. Or actually, we pulled that one down too.
It's a multiplayer game.
Wesker Newton, your truth bombardier here.
Well, now this is a game I will play.
Yeah.
A clown invasion I thought only happened in Nevada deserts. The things a clown can do to a person's body, folks, it's depraved. It's disgusting. And often mighty creative. They got big shoes for a reason, folks.
That looks funny.
That looks great.
Bastards can hear you coming a mile.
All right, let me just pause that. This is the best game ever made. Can we all agree? I mean,
oh my god, yes.
Should we all quit our jobs right now and just dedicate our lives to Killer Clowns from Outer Space content?
When does this come out?
So, like,
Scarlet, we're playing the Scarlet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a stream with this. This would be fun.
In case you guys are not familiar with like asymmetrical horror games, with like multiplayer horror games, 3 people, I believe it's 3. Maybe I'll say in the trailer, 3 people are the killer clowns, and then I think there's 7 survivors that try to survive, just like kind of like Dead by Daylight or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, but obviously it's with killer clowns now.
Away. Teamwork is life, amigos, and you have to stay alive to win. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Shit!
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be good.
You want to kill those clowns? Think like a Beverly Hills surgeon and give those real clown vibes a nose job.
Oh, at least they kept it real.
So good.
Gotta hit him in the nose. Shorty!
Clowns are here. Clowns are now.
No, wait, it's already out. No,
No,
okay.
coming June
Pre-order.
4th,
My bad, I saw the pre-order.
I think it got delayed a few times, maybe, but June 4th, 2024.
That's not bad. It's not too long away.
No, it's not.
We're gonna have to get that. Dana, all of us, we're gonna have to get it, and we're gonna have to play
I'll
it.
definitely be playing it. Maybe we do. If you want to stream video games from your YouTube, we could do a co-stream or something.
Ooh, figure that out.
Yeah, we'll
New
figure.
adventure.
I mean, really, that just consists of you streaming at the same time, and we just play the game. It's not too
I
complicated.
I'm so down to play that game.
You would be surprised that how much we boomer stuff up the first time we try it. Imagine I'm gonna end up somehow closing the stream down while playing.
Oh yeah, well, definitely, it'll definitely be an experience.
But yeah, I look forward to it there because I do love to play these video games. I'm very glad that I met Dana and got to meet you because I'm glad I get to meet some folks that love playing video games.
And yeah, well, Dana doesn't even fucking play video games, so
Well,
I'm kind of wondering.
Well, that's not why she loves me, okay?
Why
I
was
just
she even
love it.
invited
I love her
tonight?
for other reasons, but I also love that she brought me to people that I can, hang out with and play games with. And she hangs out with us in the chat and watches us. It's still fun. She's there.
Yeah, Dana, thank you for introducing me and Scarlett. You may go now.
Oh no!
You like that, right? You like how he treats me, right?
You may go now. No,
No, I couldn't. I would never. I gotta
we only
have my
hang
Dana.
out with the coolest people. We love Dana, of course.
We'll
keep you around. We'll keep you around.
No, she's great, man. She's my bestie. We do so much together now. She's basically my real life bestie without seeing her in real life.
Pretty much.
One day we'll all meet up and have fun talking about movies and TV shows and video. I mean, we'll talk about video games. Dana could just listen to the video game chat because she's ignorant. You're being ignorant.
I can try. I can try to participate.
Remember Children of the Corn? Is that Stephen King as well? I forget.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
I think it might be. Stephen
But
King.
look at the chat
is
may
a
know.
freak.
I know the chat knows. Chat's always smart.
Well, Percy brought up Children of the Corn. That's why.
Yes. The original, though, I didn't like the remake so much.
Of course not. The remake. Didn't they come? I don't even think I watched the remake.
I turned it off after like a half hour.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is awful.
Yeah, it's almost an
Awful.
instant watch. It's fucking terrible.
Well,
And actually,
going back to B budget, what about Pumpkinhead? That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one.
How was that? We talked about it a little bit before. The Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Was that good at all?
No, I wouldn't. It was funny. Now, the beginning part, there's like a very small clip at the beginning that's almost like a cartoon or something, or like a sketched out.
Yeah, like
drawing.
an animated intro.
I watched that part and I was
That
like,
was
this
cool.
setup is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was, and then after that, it's pretty shit.
But
Yeah.
then I saw like clips from it, and Winnie the Pooh's like in a fucking. It looks like a Winnie the Pooh fucking Halloween costume. It looks terrible. But I thought
Well,
maybe
I think they only had like $100,000 budget or
I
something
know
like that.
the movie like knows it's bad, right? Like that's what makes it kind of funny. Like it's just making a joke out of it.
Sophia says no. It's Fritz. Kaiser. Like I'm never going to say. That's I guess the movie. I don't know who if it. Was
I remember Warlock, Percy.
Yeah, Warlock. I've heard that one. I think I've seen that. No, didn't we watch that one? Did Jeremy play that one? Oh, I swear we watched that one with Jeremy or something. Or he talked about it.
The guy who played Warlock, I think, passed away recently.
Hey, what's up, Courtney? Glad to see you, hon. Welcome. We went over some Pet Cemetery Bloodlines that came out last year. We're talking about some video games and just general horror and hanging out with my good friends Dana and Benda42.
We were talking video games and Dana's just sitting in the corner like a loser.
I'm all isolated. don't know what's going on. I'm just not good at some of these video games. Like I am horrible. And plus, like when with my eyesight being the way it was, I couldn't really play. So
Yeah.
I'll get into video
Well,
games
you
with you,
know,
Scarlett.
you don't want to play the video games that I play because most of the video games I play are shit, like Call of Duty, for example.
I
But
know
you
I'm
would
gonna
like
have to eventually
Well,
get
you
Call of Duty
hate
just so I
campers,
can let
and
y'all
all
kill me
I
all day
do is
long.
snipe. That's the only thing I'm good at in Call of Duty is sitting there and just sniping people. Because I used to have to play with Miguel and them. They would throw me into those type of games, but all I did was snipe. I
I
didn't.
think you would like games like Dead by Daylight. I think you would dig.
Yeah.
So you would just yell at me, calling me a camper.
Well, no, because you would be no threat to me.
I hear how you treat campers. Yes, Courtney, Pokemon Go. I wasn't going to say it, but somebody said it, so now I can. Pokemon Go. Yes.
I was
I
addicted to
want the power.
Pokemon
Now
Go.
the Power World that is top notch.
Power World is good shit.
Finally,
Yeah.
somebody
Dude,
brought
I
it
don't
up.
know
I
how
didn't
we
want
got to
to.
figure that out so we don't kill each other's games when we enter each other's
I
games.
think.
But
Well, do you play on PC or X? Do you play through the Xbox app? I forget.
I believe through the Game Pass on my own PC.
It should be we could play together then, but I think it's got to be fixed by now. That kind of pissed me off.
That's why I don't want to play either because I've done got stuff. I done got my little
Now,
penguin, the boss that
yeah,
you have
but
to
see,
fight or whatever.
If you joined and fucked up my game, I wouldn't even care that much. I just know my friend Lindy, he was only just playing because I was playing. He wasn't taking it serious, and he fucked up my land.
Oh,
He never, after that, the 5 minutes we played when he came in and fucked up my fort, he never played again after that. That was the first and only time. He was in it for 5 minutes. My fort got degraded to level 1, and I was screwed. Anyways.
Courtney, there is no shame. I mean, we're all here just grown adults playing video games. Just don't
If you
feel
like
bad.
Pokemon, I highly recommend Power World.
Yes, I do too. That
Yes,
honestly,
Scarlett's
it is
been telling me
literally
that.
yeah, it's literally Zelda and Pokemon had a baby.
And Ark, if you ever played that game.
I said I didn't play that one, so I didn't.
Yeah,
catch
I don't.
that.
I played it like once, but you have Pokemons and they have machine guns as well.
Oh,
It's
well,
awesome. Yeah, you didn't get to the machine gun part yet.
No,
If you level up, you could give them machine guns and they destroy.
I'm getting there. I had to put it down for a minute because I'm not gonna lie. I sat there one day, and before I knew it was dark, and I'm like, "No, this is dangerous." You know what I'm saying? Because I was literally just just the collecting, like just going around and collecting stuff, and then getting Pokemon. And then I was so happy I beat the boss or whatever because I finally got my little egg thing hatchery.
Yeah, yeah.
I was excited about that.
You ever see that World of Warcraft South Park episode with like the fucking the nerd guy that's like killing everybody? That was us playing Power World for like a week straight.
Oh no, it was bad. That's what I'm saying. It was dangerous. I'm like, no, I gotta put it down for just a little bit before I go back. But no, I'm ready to go to the next section. I finally beat the first little section all the way. But I was like, man, I'm gonna wait till I get everything from the section before I go to, because I went to the next one. I'm like, all right, these are cool, but I still didn't get every pal. So I go back and get all the pals.
I try to get every single thing and then move on. I do the same thing.
I was like, I already beat the main boss, but there's still some caves I can go explore.
Scarlett, I feel bad. We're having a good conversation about Power World, but Dana's sitting in the corner again. She can't even join in because
I'm talking to Courtney in the chat.
Yeah,
it's okay. We're bonding over Pokemon Go, so
we can talk about
okay.
Pokemon Go. We could talk. I played that game. That's a good one.
It's okay. I found a new friend. It's all right.
Educate yourself on Power World, Dana.
I know Scarlett's been telling me about that. She's been telling me about Power World.
Pokemon too. Pokemon was good. I mean, it's a classic. I don't know if Pokemon's ever going away.
No, it won't. But see, on Pokemon Go, that's a dangerous one because I was one of those douchebags. Like, I'm good at it though. I was one of those people that would be driving trying to catch Pokemons, but like I was I was responsible about it though. Like if I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't do it. The same thing with texting and driving. You should never text and drive because, you know, people don't do it correctly. But I mean, every once in a while, I do it. I'm not proud of it, but it's not like I'm gonna crash or anything. I know what you guys are thinking. That's what everybody says, but literally, I'm not. I know. I know I'm not. Like it's not like I'm not.
Shouldn't be supporting such
behavior. I'm not supporting it. I'm saying everybody should not do it, but People are
Disclaimer.
just so irresponsible. They're like looking. They're not even looking at the road at all. They're just looking straight at their phone for like a minute straight. Like, oh, come
Scarlett,
on. What are
I
you
think
doing?
this would be a good time for the more you know.
The more you know, yeah. And Courtney says she's guilty of it too.
Thank you. At least we're gonna admit it. I'm not really proud of it, but it's like if you're gonna text and drive or Pokemon Go and drive, do it responsibly, for fuck's sake. I didn't know you had that ready.
I waited for your sentence to finish. I was trying to time it perfect.
At least fucking do it responsibly.
We just did our first public announcement. The more you know.
Be safe out there, folks.
Yeah.
I almost got ran off the road one time from a texter and drivers. Like, how could you be so like? I understand the Pokemon's important, but you got to make sure you're not crashing your fucking car while you're doing it.
You just got to be a little bit better than Cinnamon Bun at times.
Cinnamon Bun offered to fill the position, but he's kind of half-baked.
Hey, princess! Here I go! I'm stuck.
How many of these you got lined up?
You know, you
Like
never
one for
know.
every situation.
I'm working on it. You just wait till we get to some good arguments, some better ones.
Yeah. Well, now you know my style a little bit more, so.
Wait till we get to my zombie debate because I'm serious about this. It's not that I don't think that you can put the infectious into the zombie category. I just don't see them as zombies in the same right as what I've grown up thinking of zombies.
You're talking about like 28 Days Later zombies?
Anything that's like where they basically like, oh, you just get just a little tiny scratch and you're totally fucked. Like, I don't know. When I thought of zombies, I was like, man, they gotta like completely bite you. Fuck
Yeah,
you over. Like they're slow, like they're not fast. They don't get to like mutate in the way that bioengineering can create.
It's just like the Halo conversation. Everything's got to be like faster and different and shit. And now it's just the mutation of zombies. They got to run. I agree. I like the Shamblers better because sure they had the numbers, but they were slow. So that was kind of their weakness.
Exactly. However the world ends, it's going to matter how we survive based on what kind of zombies are we talking about. Because there's some zombies you can deal with, and then others like, what are you doing with 28 Day Later zombies? And like the ones sprinting in Dawn of the Dead. Like most people are out of shape, and I can't outrun them.
It's not that I don't think there's a place for them. It's just like I said, I'm gonna do a whole stream on it. We're gonna talk about all the zombies that we have out there and how.
Oh, we should do the tier list. We should do the tier list. How would you rate these zombies? A, B.
I say the 28 Days Later. I mean, I don't want to call them zombies either, but those were scary.
No, and that's what I mean. Like, it's not that I don't think that even the Resident Evil and stuff like that doesn't have like scary zombies. It's just like a different when you bring in the bioengineering or just the bioweapons into it as opposed to it being more supernatural, I think it changes the game. You're creating something that's even more than what it originally was, which is cool. I just don't see it as like a zombie. I don't know how else to describe it though.
So what would you consider a zombie? Like, are we talking about like they have to do the whole traditional eat brains?
Yeah,
George A. Romero
just
slow.
Completely. I mean, they're just to me completely mindless and completely like I don't know. They don't have the evolutionary power to grow into some of the things that some of these other zombies have grown into that you see in like Resident Evil and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Resident Evil is like stupid though.
Well, it irritates me because those are considered zombies, and I don't consider them zombies.
Well, what do you mean though? Like the zombies are zombies, but then they got other monsters in Resident Evil, like the.
But they're all kind of based off of that, and I don't remember like when I grew up. Like was all right. Like I used to play this game called like Heroes of Might and Magic on PC way back in the day, and you used to like be able to have like different castles, and each castle had like I don't want to say a species, but it had kind of like a group. One would be like all humans, one would be angels, sort of, and then like you had like demons and the undead, and then you had like jinns and stuff like that. And the undead, like were always the zombies were always just kind of these, just kind of like you think of the original zombies, always falling apart and just kind of. They never really ran fast. They didn't necessarily mutate that I remember.
But
So I guess I just think of the oldest version of them as zombies, as not as the numbers being the threat, not their power of an individual zombie.
But the Resident Evil zombies, they are like the old style, the regular zombies. The regular zombies is when somebody breathes in the T virus. And they become a zombie. They don't mutate after that.
Like mutate over time. They get like smarter.
No. Not the regular zombies, they don't. Believe me, I have a PhD in Resident Evil lore. That's why I know the difference. When you breathe it in, you'll just become a normal zombie. You won't get any smarter though, as far as like Resident Evil basics go. But if you directly inject the T virus into human tissue, that's when you could get a tyrant on your hands. Which that's not what you want. That's no good.
But they're all tied into the same. Like I don't know. I guess because they're all tied in the same movie with the same backstory of how it's created. It's like it's all the same. It just I don't know. I don't know. It changes the game. It's I don't know. I'm particular, I guess, on my zombies. Well, I honestly don't even know why, but I just do not like them. They honestly infuriate me.
Well, Sophia, World War Z zombies are like a zombie on a whole different class. Like you're screwed with World War Z type of zombies.
Well, those are like 28 Days Later zombies, but not as cool. I feel like World War Z is like F tier zombies because there's CGI mounds of them and they look pathetic. Nobody's rebuttal there. Where nobody wants to challenge. I mean, they look pathetic. I mean, it was a cool idea, but I don't like the CGI garbage.
Yeah. Now I guess I don't like I said, I'm partial to what I've seen growing up with zombies, and then as I've seen them change over time, I'm snob about it. I don't accept it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like change either. I don't like change.
Well, but I do look forward to seeing what everybody else thinks. Kind of like what their favorite zombies are and what kind of debate we can get into about it.
The George Romero old zombies, though, they never really gave a reason for the zombies, did they? It was just there.
Well, I guess when hell is full.
George A. Romero zombies came from when a meteorite crashed.
Oh, I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, that's his backstory to how the zombies came to be. It was from like a virus that was in a meteorite that crashed.
All right, Courtney. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And
bye, Courtney.
I'm just so glad you got to come and have some. I don't even know what our conversation is now. Are we on zombies and Pokemon and just everything? Just having a good old time tonight. But yeah, thanks and have a good night, sweetie. We will see you next time.
Yes. But yeah, George A. Romero zombies came from a virus from a meteorite that crashed.
Interesting.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead's pretty good.
Remember the remake in like 1993 of Night of the Living Dead? That one was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For a remake, yes, it was.
Because that was still for the 90s. Like, 90s honestly still did good movies.
They
somewhere
did.
After, 95 or so?
Yeah, but there's a few outliers. I also think the Dawn of the Dead remake was good. That came way later, too. I thought that was good.
Well, George A. Romero actually didn't sign off on that. Once they made the zombies fast, he was like, I don't want any part of that. That's not how zombies work. There was a big issue. And that's where I
come from. That's like all I'm saying. They can't be fast. And I just don't. Like, when I thought of zombies, they came. First of all, the zombies came to be just basically from the dead. It wasn't like somebody had a weapon or some kind of chemical or some kind of infection that caused the zombies to happen. It was like almost like I said, almost like hell just got full and the dead decided to rise. Like there would the unknown of that. I don't like that because to me the science takes away from to me what the zombies were.
See, that's what I was about to say too. I like the no more room left in hell. That's all it needs to say because that leaves it to your imagination. Just like I was saying before.
Well, that's why Kirkman also said he will never let you know how The Walking Dead came to be The Walking Dead. He's like, that's not something that he wants to release. He just wants you to think about it.
See, I consider him somewhere along the lines of like the tale with Sam Hain and stuff, where he for Halloween, and he comes and he raises the dead, kind of like they did in Supernatural, the TV show.
My mother loves Supernatural. Did she thank you for her towel? After we were looking at that towel, I was like, "What the fuck is that supposed to be?" Because I don't watch the show.
Louis, you have to check out Supernatural.
I love that show.
I will one of these days. I'll be right back though. I got to turn on my air conditioning.
Oh, that warm weather. So jealous. I'm sitting here with my heater on.
No, we got the AC on too.
Oh, screw you both. I'm next to the heater under my blanket with my sweatshirt and my thickest pair of jammy pants.
But I'm cold. We got the AC running. I got a jacket on. It's so bad.
Jealous. I'm so jealous.
No, that's all my husband though. He keeps it somewhere around 69 or so for sleeping purposes.
That's what my father keeps our heat on.
No, but I'm here though. I'm not gonna lie. I turned the heat up today. I was cold. It was rainy. It was not very nice weather.
Yeah, it got cold again here.
Are we talking about the weather? Where I leave for 2 seconds? We're talking about the weather now?
Yeah.
Well, you said you have your AC.
Without you here,
she's saying she's got her AC, and I'm saying I'm sitting here next to my heater under my heated blanket with like all my like warm clothes on, and you guys are putting on the AC.
We're having a great conversation about zombies. I come back, and you guys are like, "Yeah, it has been unseasonably cool lately. Yeah, it's been quite chilly."
Yeah, it's kind of raining today.
What the
fuck? That's what happens.
That's what happens. Buddha Cafe asks, have you seen Train to Busan?
Busan. That's a good
yes,
one.
I have. Great movie.
It's a South Korean movie.
It sure is.
Okay.
Zombies on a train, Scarlett.
Oh.
Great movie.
It's powerful.
I feel a watch party, Dana.
Oh, I'm down.
I think, did they make a sequel? I didn't see the part 2.
Yeah, Peninsula, but it wasn't as good.
The trailer looked pretty not good. I
mean,
they
took it to the next level, and they should have just not.
It seemed like they were like trying too hard. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was like, I don't know.
Asian horror. I
love Asian cinema. I'm a giant fan of Asian cinema.
I mean, like, I liked what was it? Shutter was pretty good.
I like The Ring.
Yeah, The Ring.
The American Ring. I know that's based off of. Actually, that's a Japanese movie though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I know it's based off of it. I thought. I don't know if
it is.
If the one that we saw was.
Well, there's Ringu, which is the Japanese one that came first, and then there's The Ring with Naomi Watts, which is just the American ripoff version, but it was still scary.
Mm-hmm.
If you thought that was scary, then you would think the Japanese version is way better.
I watched the Japanese version. I think I like the American version better. I don't want to read subtitles.
Yeah, the devil. I like the devil.
I guess subtitles don't bother me. I love
Asian stuff. The old lady in the elevator was the devil the whole time. That was good.
Oh, actually, that reminds me though, because I think M. Night Shyamalan wrote that movie. Yeah. I fucking hate M. Night Shyamalan. He's the worst.
No, he does have some of them are actually really bad.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense is his only good fucking movie, and maybe
The Happening was trash. The Happening was trash.
The Happening, Lady in the Water. Have you seen fucking the one where they're on the beach and old? Have you seen that fucking movie?
That one was a little wild.
That had to have been a comedy. There's no way.
That one was crazy.
That was ridiculous. What was I seeing?
That was pretty lame.
Something tells me you probably don't understand the premise of that one.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Don't tell me you like that, Scarlett. Do not sit there and tell me.
I didn't completely enjoy it, but I understood the take. I got where they were coming from with it. I like the premise of it, but it took me
terrible
2 watches.
Execution. Terrible execution.
I'll pineapple you in a minute.
Sorry.
No, but it took me a few I want to say 2 watches to get the full premise of it. Because the first time I watched it, I was a little confused. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? I watched it again.
I wasn't confused, but I was asking myself, what the hell am I watching?
I was a little bit confused at first, but then I was like, because I didn't understand. Like at first, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I think I didn't like fully pay attention to the ending, so I was kind of like, "Wait, so why did they fucking do this to begin with?" And then I rewatched, and I was like,
It's
oh,
such a
that's lame."
stupid.
I was like, the reason why the reason why they're doing, I guess, was wholesome, but at the same time, it was kind of lame.
So lame, and it wouldn't even. It's not practical at all. I don't know anything about medicine, but there's no way. I want to give away the ending to Old. You're not missing anything, but it is terrible.
But I did like The Visit. That was pretty creepy.
That was, I will say,
that was good. And like I said, I like what was the other one I liked? Now I'm trying to remember. Oh, The Village was terrible. That one, honestly, The Village. Oh my god,
no movie pissed me off more than The Village.
So bad.
I was so mad at the end of that movie. Like I hated that movie.
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
don't know how M. Night Shyamalan still gets work because it's Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense and The Happening was good. That's 3 out of like 15
What was
of
it,
them.
No, that wasn't his. Never mind. I was thinking somebody.
And he did the last Airbender movie, which was complete trash.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot. Never got into the Airbender. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I never completely.
Oh, he did that one movie, Split, I think, was okay. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, Split. Yeah, that was creepy. That was creepy. But that one was like, what wasn't that one related to the other 2 movies?
Yeah, well,
Shatter and Unbreakable or something.
Split was a sequel to Unbreakable, but that was the surprise ending, which was kind of cool.
But Shatter was like 3 of them. It was like Shatter.
Yeah, then they made I didn't see the last one, but I heard it wasn't that good.
Yeah, it was, them trying to take like 3 movies or 2 movies from different times and make a third or something.
What did you guys think of The Black Phone?
Yeah, it was alright.
Terrible. Is that the one with Ethan Hawke?
He's like in the basement and the mask, and then there's like
yeah, terrible.
There's another movie out that's got like a dude with a similar mask, but it's a whole other movie that came out last year. That's the one I can't remember, and it looks stupid too. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, I swear to God, when I seen like the cover for it, I'm like, oh, what is this, like part 2 to the Black Phone or whatever? And I was like, oh, it's not. What the fuck is this? It's like the same fucking photo cover.
I feel like I have seen that mask before and other stuff. I mean, I guess maybe the Black Phone wasn't terrible, but
it was okay. I don't know. I guess those are kind of like, they haven't come up with a new premise in horror in such a long time.
Yeah, there's really nothing new nowadays, except for that one trailer that Dana watched the other day. What's the name of that movie, Dana? The Woods one that I was telling you about? It looks pretty powerful.
I'll have to look it up again because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Deep, dark, and something or other?
Yeah.
It looked pretty weird.
I don't know what Under the Skin is, Percy. I'm assuming that sounds like it's going to be something that has to do with bugs under skin, and we all know how I do with that.
Yeah, they just not do well with the bugs. Yeah, like our evil episode had bot flies in it. Yeah, they had to take the screenshot.
I hate that shit too. Yeah.
Scarlett, how did you got one of them bursting out of her stomach? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
I couldn't. I have there's
like
something
zooming in. Like, look,
and you know what?
It's larva.
It's from when your mom took us to see that Star Trek movie where the guy put the thingy in the ear. I don't remember what it was, but they put that big bug in the person's ear. And ever since then, I've had an issue with bugs and bursting and bugs.
You'll hate the Baldur's Gate 3 then, because you get infected with the parasite through the eye. It puts it in like you know how it goes in the ear? It goes in your eye.
Nice.
And it's awesome.
Yeah. They're just like, shut up.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I had to tap out of that evil episode. I was like, Scarlett, this is all you. This is all you.
You couldn't handle it.
Ugh.
That's so dumb. I mean, it doesn't honestly bother me because I watch so much weird horror that some of that, and especially with like the parasites and stuff, because those are some of the best movies.
I just thought of one, Scarlett, and Dana probably knows this movie. This is a great movie that maybe you haven't seen, and it's also like sci-fi. It's horror sci-fi. Have you ever seen The Faculty?
No, I don't believe I have.
I highly recommend it. Dana, do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Great fucking movie. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's aware that movie exists, And it's about kids, and it's got Elijah Wood and Josh Hartnett, and all the
And the
90s
Terminator dude is the gym
the
teacher.
Terminator dude, yeah, the T-1000, the gym teacher. Salma Hayek is in there, I think.
Yep.
Great movie. You would love it, Scarlett. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that one on the list. See, we got
It's
Sophie
about
Elk.
like aliens try to invade the town and they possess people and shit, and they got to figure out which one like the queen is. But it sounds lame, but it's actually good.
Okay. Yeah, like you named another one too. I don't know, last week or the week before that I can't even remember what it is now. That y'all, but Dana will remember when I talk to her about it later. My brain's like everywhere right now.
Lovely, Dark, and Deep.
Yeah, that's the movie that I made you watch the trailer for.
And that looked pretty friggin' creepy, yes.
I think it was one that came out last year or something you were telling me about. It was a year before. It was one recently that come out that was really good. I'm going to have to go check out. Sophie L's got I'm terrible at reading. Y'all know this. I can't sound things out properly. I blame it on my southern roots. But she says the
conworm. Yes.
Conworm?
Whatever that friggin' thing was.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! I
wasn't a Star Trek girl. I barely was a Star Wars girl.
No, his mom is a
really
huge
My
Star
mother
Trek.
fucking loved Star Trek.
I never really did.
We were dragged to every movie, everything, and I just always remembered when they put that friggin' thing in the guy's ear, and ever since then, that has just stayed with me.
Star Trek is actually pretty good. Not the new shit, but like the old series and the Next Generation. It's not bad.
Yeah, I know that's Kiwi's thing. She loves Star Trek.
Yeah, it's powerful. Now we're just eating member berries now. Remember?
Yep. I know. I need to get that clip. That's a good clip.
Hey, personally,
there's some good clips out there.
What is the gate? I remember the ninth gate. I can't picture the gate though.
I didn't. That's why I was gonna say, did y'all watch the gate? Because that one doesn't like ring a bell.
Not for me either. But you know what movie I actually caught for the first time? The Cube.
I heard that was good. I never saw it.
It was actually because remember it's an older movie. It's nothing new.
I remember seeing that in Blockbuster.
But I was like, this is almost like the first kind of had a beat type of horror movie. Like being stuck in a game and like you have to figure your way out of it. And it's actually, it wasn't awful. I was like, how come I never seen this before?
It was probably way ahead of its time.
Probably, but like it said it did really bad when it came out. And I was just like, I don't know. I thought it was really good.
I know it's one of like the cult movies. So like, yeah, when it came out, but now I think it is a franchise too. So they got a lot of sequels to it.
Oh, do they? I only saw the first, and it was like a couple of months ago. I just happened to like, when you're like in your Shudder, like they recommend stuff to you after like watching stuff. It was like a recommend, and I ended up watching it, and it was really good.
Percy is scalding us for not knowing about the gate. Let me IMDb it. I'm sure I do. I gotta see what it looks like.
Yeah, now I'm curious.
Oh, Steven Dorff's in it. He's fantastic. Remember Blade? Remember Blade 1, the first Blade?
Yeah.
And Blade 2.
Oh, yeah. Buddha Cafe says, have you guys seen the bear attack scene from the movie Backcountry?
This cover looks very familiar, the gate. This cover looks very familiar.
I have not seen the Backcountry, no.
I haven't either.
Or the bear scene. I saw that one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio with the bear scene. I know that cover too, but I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Right, that cover looks really familiar.
No, I gotta go look.
I remember walking into like Blockbuster or something and seeing this on the shelf. I don't remember if I've watched it. There's a possibility we watched a lot of horror movies.
Oh, I don't know if I watched it, but yeah, I remember seeing those monsters somewhere before. These little dudes, these little gremlin-looking dude things, or whatever the hell they are, little troll-looking goblin things. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I watched it, but yeah, there's something pop culture-y about it. Like, it's something we should know.
It reminds me of Gremlins a little bit.
Yeah. But like, oh man, I don't know. It seems like something we should have watched. Oh man, that one actually looks like it might be kind of funny.
It
Put
does,
that one on
right?
the list. That looks like classic 80s cheese right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It looks good.
But I definitely recognize that cover.
Yeah, I seen it in Blockbuster. I know. Definitely. How about
Blockbuster.
that Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, huh?
I know that's gonna be fun. I'm serious. We got to do that. That's gonna be fun.
I'll definitely be playing if you guys want to play with me.
I will
Oh, yeah.
certainly try. That is a game I will try.
They had a Friday the 13th game. It just, I mean, it's still around, but they lost the licensing for it, and now nobody really plays it, and the
Yeah.
servers are down and shit. But it was actually good.
No, but everybody's talking. The new Blade's gonna be trash. Everybody says it's gonna be
Why
trash.
is it that one dude? He's not even good. They should have brought Wesley Snipes back. Why he's not? They're like the same age, for fuck's sake. Why are they going to replace Wesley Snipes with this dude who's the same age and he doesn't look nearly as badass as Wesley Snipes does? So I just don't understand.
I don't either. But I know that
don't
at
know
least
nothing at all.
he
These
walked away
remakes
from the
suck.
first script and was
I'm
like,
not
"This is
happy
too
with them.
trash. This
Wesley
is too
Snipes
trash."
did, or the new
No, the
one?
new guy. At least he was
Well,
like,
good for
"Nah,
him,
you're
at
not.
least.
I'm not playing Blade and doing this."
I
As far as I'm
like.
concerned, any of these new ones that are coming out, if it's a remake or even a continuation
I
from
mean,
like,
yeah.
they're just not really completely hit. Even the Pet Cemetery, honestly, for what it was, I guess that's what why I like it so much, because compared to other prequels or stuff where you got something from the 80s, it's so hard for them to try to bring that back and get that vibe. It's almost like,
Definitely.
why do they even try?
Yeah. Like
I'm
new.
trying to-
Give us new. Give us new.
What's the new Blade guy's name? Wesley Snipes is 61.
The new Blade guy. I can't think of his name. I could see his face, but I can't think of his name.
Oh, Marshala Ali.
Okay.
Yes. But they wrote an original script. He was offered to do Blade. They then presented him with the script, and he was like, "No, this is not Blade. What is this trash you have given me? You need to go back to the drawing board with this." And they actually did, and I think they kind of did better, and it was acceptable. So it's like greenlit again, but I don't know. After hearing something like that, I have no faith in the new Blade.
Marshala Ali is 50 and Wesley Snipes is 61. So he is kind of older, but they just made the new Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones is like fucking 85 in that movie. So we all know what's going to happen. Here's my prediction for the new Blade movie. They're going to somehow shoehorn some girl boss in to just make Blade look like a little bitch. And
Pretty much
Blade
girl
probably
power.
won't. Yeah. Blade won't even be the star of his own movie. Pretty much just doing what Disney does.
Yep.
And ruining all our nice things.
Pretty much.
Every time. You know. They ain't got, I don't think Disney's got too much more.
They're the kid that comes in the room.
I don't know if they'll bankrupt or not. I'm kind of hoping they do.
They are the child that walks in the room and breaks all the good toys.
But they're just not really, God, man. I don't know. Everything they get their hands on now is just horrible.
Well, I don't know why they're doing, like, the girl boss thing is fine, but make their own movie. Like, make a movie where you don't expect, like Indiana Jones is a perfect example of that. They had a girl boss in that too. They trick you into going to see an Indiana Jones movie, and then when you get there, he's made to look like a complete little bitch, and the girl boss is just like making fun of him the whole fucking movie, and he's just pathetic. No one wants to see that shit.
No.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wish they would stop with this whole, especially with the remakes or reimagines or whatever they want to call them, reboots. I don't even know. There's so many different terms now. I can't even keep up with them, where they just want to change things for the sake of changing it. If you want a story based off certain characters, then create that story. Don't try to change another story just because. I mean, that is so frustrating.
It's frustrating too, because they know what they're doing, and they're only using the name of like Blade to make, because they know that's going to make money. They don't want to create a new property because they know no one gives a shit about it. So
And
they
it
just
frustrates me because it has nothing to do with race. Like, I don't care what color that person plays, to be honest with you. It's how that character is supposed to be played. What is that character supposed to truly be? What kind of, arc are they supposed to have? That actor or actress is supposed to be able to portray that, right? We're not supposed to just cater to whatever little thing that somebody wants out there. You're supposed to have a developed story with developed characters, with developed arcs, and the messaging is beyond real. Like, you used to have like a message in your story, but now it's like
Yes.
the whole story is the message. Like, it's
Disney,
ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure they definitely do that intentional. One, to put like the girl bosses and shit in there. But two, when you say the movie sucks, they always say, well, that's because you're sexist. That's why you didn't like it. No, your movie was shit, pal. I mean, like, your movie was complete shit. Not only was it shit, but it also disrespected the source material big time. So that's why it's shit. I think they planned that out, though. They're like, we're going to do this, and if people say they don't like it, we're going to say they're either racist or sexist. No, your movie fucking sucks. You're terrible. Like, get out of here.
Hello, sleep deprived. Welcome.
Do not question the Panderstone. You're right.
Yeah, no, how dare we?
Yeah,
it's blasphemy
I
over
just
here. We're just degenerates. What can we say?
I finally watched that South Park episode too. I was a little bit behind. You know why I watched it? Because I got Paramount Plus to watch the freaking Pet Cemetery movie, and finally got to see the Pandaverse South Park episode. That was great.
There you go.
Yep, thank you
Well,
for that.
now you can also watch Evil.
Yep. See,
oh, Evil's on
things
there
you
too.
get.
I'll watch
Yes.
it. I'll watch it.
You love The Exorcist. You will like Evil.
Well, The Exorcist is not my favorite horror movie, but it is the scariest, in my opinion.
It's got all that exorcism goodness
10,
in there.
Did you not give it a 10?
I would say on a horror level, it is a 10. If you want to be scared, I think The Exorcist, obviously the first one, is 10. Or the closest to 10 as you can get. I don't think it's a 10, but the closest you could get to.
And Sophie else says, side note, if that poster from season 3 is true with Jim at the top, looks like he's taking over the show from Harold. That would not be good. Ooh.
There's a From poster?
I might have even posted something, and BK might have even posted one of them in the Discord. I didn't look today per se. Ooh, Sophie L. We're later when we get in the Discord, we're gonna make sure BK finds out all the information on that, because I got to know. We're not very fond of Jim. I mean, I don't hate Jim. I'm not
Jim could die.
Jim hater.
Jim could die.
As Dana is, but
Jim
I
can
do
die.
not. But I do not completely care for Jim. He's not my favorite person on the show. You'll find out if you watch from
Jim could die.
Benda.
Which
You'll
one?
see.
I watched From. Which one is Jim again?
Jim's the father of Tabitha. They're kind of like the family that comes in the RV.
Oh yeah, he's annoying. Oh, the daughter's super fucking annoying. So is the son. What is going on with the daughter in the first season? What? Like what? Yeah. Now you got me pissed. The daughter is so annoying. If I remember correctly, this bitch. Nah, I'm getting a little heated. Hold on. Let me think of what she did that really pissed me off. It's like she got mad at the parents for some reason. Do you guys remember that she was mad, and then she moved into that like halfway house place with the other lady just because she was like pissed off over nothing? I don't even know what she was pissed about.
Because they weren't including her on the decisions. They were treating her like a child. So she
oh my god. So that's
like
what
child.
She does. She's like, fuck you. I'm gonna go live in this whatever it is.
But she knew that they couldn't. Yeah, they're like, they can't stop me. You can't stop me, Mom.
Oh, I wanted to punch her right in the fucking face.
Well, I will say this. Season 2, she learned her lesson.
I did watch season 2. She was less annoying, but she was already she already pissed me off. So.
I think it was season 2 or the end of season 1 when the house falls. I think season 2 after the when the house falls on Jim, and I think her mom's gone. And
I remember I saw that up to there.
And
I saw
she's like, crying on the floor and stuff. So I think she kind of learned her lesson. That's when she decided to go back to Mom and Daddy.
Yeah, which is even more pathetic. She couldn't even stick to her guns, too. So not only was it so pathetic that she did in the first place, she came crawling back like a pathetic little brat. That's what she is. Come on now.
Yes, no, she was very bratty in the beginning. She kind of grows on you because she develops. She definitely develops after almost losing like her parents and stuff.
Which, I mean, you know, her character, I think, is meant to be bratty because they definitely play her up bratty.
Well, yeah, it definitely worked.
Buddha Cafe says Exorcist 3 is scary as well. There's so many of the Exorcists that I never lose track of them.
I never saw part 3, but it is scary. I heard part 2 sucked.
Is that the one with the 2 little girls?
No, that's the latest one that came out. That was also terrible.
I haven't
and you want to
seen
know why, Dana? It was by the same writers and directors from the Halloween remakes. They decided they're going to ruin The Exorcist next, and boy, did they not disappoint! That was terrible.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, good. Don't, because it's bad.
Don't. He said, "Yeah, don't bother. Spend that time elsewhere."
Yeah, he ruined one franchise and he moved right on to the next.
Oh man,
I don't
know. I don't even know. Do we have any good horror coming up? I know. What was that one that Jeremy put in the Discord? Let me see if I can find it. Like tarot cards or something, but I don't know what it was called.
You want to play the trailer for that Woods one that we were talking about? That looked pretty scary.
Yeah, sure.
Let me pull. I haven't seen this trailer in a while. What was it? Lovely, Dark, and Deep?
Yes.
Dana? I thought this one looked scary when I watched it the first time.
I did too. It looks, because it's definitely new. Meaning it's not like a bite off of another story or.
Yeah. All right, check this out. I'll play it all the way through here. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I gotta share it. It hasn't been shared yet. Okay, I'm sorry. I was sitting over
here we go.
Another one.
All right, now
I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, okay, it hasn't been shared yet. It's not on me. We're good.
Yeah, I was a little slow.
Congrats on the dream job. Been after this for years, ain't you?
Leave nothing but footprints. Kill nothing but time.
Morning, Rangers.
114 responding, over.
There's no database for people who go missing in the national park. And there are a lot of similarities between these cases.
Wake up!
This is where you need to be. You're taken from us. We have a missing person. Be safe out there, Rangers. Over now.
They take. And we let them. Who? Who knows?
I don't understand what's happening.
They keep us here. Wake up!
Dun dun dun.
Nice.
That did look good.
Yeah, it looks scary. Or it looks different at least.
Yeah,
it might suck,
yeah.
At least it looks a little. They got some good ideas, maybe.
We'll see. I hate it too when you see a trailer that looks really good, and that's like all the good scenes in the movie.
Yeah, that could be what this one is right here, just showing all the good parts.
This
and
one
the rest
looks
was just
good
boring.
there. No, this one does look good. I'm just saying in general, I have been tricked before by many a trailers.
Oh yeah.
And is it rated R or is it PG-13?
That's actually a great question. I didn't see. That is a great question, because if it's PG-13, that makes it go down a bunch of notches in my book.
It sure does.
That will definitely change it.
It sure does. Like, how dare you call something horror at PG-13?
PG-13 is such a cop-out because, I mean, there's The Ring was PG-13. That's the only good one I could think of that's actually I thought was scary. It should have been rated R, actually, because whatever. But you know they made a shitty movie because they wanted the PG-13 rating to make more money. And when they put money above scariness, not saying it's got to be super gory or anything, but they're putting their priorities not in the right direction.
And Percy says, from the movie, yeah. It looked kind of like from the movie.
Oh yeah, the woods.
Yeah, horror and PG-13 don't really mix. Yeah, especially if you want a good horror. There may be, I don't even know, I can't think because I don't normally look at the ratings of like if it's PG-13 or not. I just hope for the best. But I can't think of too many horrors that would be good if they're not rated R.
Yeah, PG-13 horror movies are soft.
Yeah. Is that like Goosebumps?
Well, Goosebumps is good though.
But that's what I mean. That would be like the only.
I think Goosebumps is like PG, but like.
That's not PG-13.
Is it?
I don't know. It's probably not.
I mean, that's just a fun movie. It's not scary.
Yeah, I do like that movie. But I mean, like, you know,
TV show.
That's how good of a horror you would probably get.
What about Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps TV show?
Oh,
I like both.
I do too.
I watch both, so I mean,
I have too.
I had all the Goosebumps books. But as a TV show, I think Are You Afraid of the Dark is the stronger show.
Yeah, I don't know which one's better. Might have watched Goosebumps a bit more, but see, I don't know. Man, that one's hard. I don't want to pick. I like them both. They're
you know
equal.
what? You know what show was fucking great, and they should bring it back. They should do a remake. Not a remake, but they should bring it back. Tales from the Crypt. What a great fucking show.
Yup.
Welcome, Jeremy, man.
What's up?
How you doing? Good. Just hanging out.
Hello.
Awesome. What's up?
We're just talking horror.
That's great. I love to see it. I love to hear that. How did the Pet Cemetery talk go?
Oh man, it was heated. I just got ripped to shreds.
Yeah, Scarlett is viciously defending this movie. I don't even know why.
She's a big fan of it. I know that. Yeah.
Well, Benda is not.
No, he was not a fan, which is good though. It made for good conversation there.
I think
nice spirited debate. Yeah, that's good.
We should do that courtroom idea where you defend the movie and I just tear it to shreds. You were putting up some good arguments, honestly.
Look, I can't help it. You don't see what they like. You didn't put together all the little things. I'm a mystery person, so I see what. It's not even like you're like, well, I don't think the writers were that smart. Like they said it. They put it there. It's not. I'm not making it up. You shut me down
a few times. I was silent. You're right. She was like, you don't even fucking want. You weren't paying attention at all. I was like, no, not really.
It's not. You know, it's a movie. You probably have to pay a little more attention to than your average horror, but
no, you don't. Come on now.
So look, you know what? I can't help it. Like what you give most things, what, a 4 out of 10?
That's what most things are, so that's what I give them.
Super harsh.
Watching Pet Cemetery freaking prequel, giving it a perfect 10 over here.
Not give it a perfect 10.
Get real.
No.
I think you and Aldous would get along famously. He's also a very harsh critic.
So we have our own little Aldous here.
Too much in here. I'm already ruining everything.
But no, man, Jeremy, I'm so glad you got to come and hang out with us tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I wasn't in sooner. It was a long shitty night for me, but I was super pumped to see that you guys were still alive. So I figured, let me pop in.
Yeah, man. I mean, we talk video games. We just been hanging out, but man, I'm sorry you're having a rough one. Hopefully, it will be better.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just editing shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Editing mishaps.
Oh God!
Nothing too serious.
I know. I haven't even completely gone down that rabbit hole yet. I started on it, and then I put it on the back burner for a minute. Let me get back to trying to create a video at some point.
No, you're getting it down. You're a fast learner for sure.
But you make it look easy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Jeremy basically taught us everything we know.
Oh, please. Nobody.
I tried to teach Dana some stuff, but I lost my patience almost immediately. She wasn't listening.
Stop it. Stop it. Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah, us guineas can be hard-headed sometimes.
Be nice. You help me figure it out.
Well, honestly, my best advice to you on anything, go watch a fucking YouTube video. What am I going to sit here and freaking explain it when somebody did it 10 times better already?
Oh God, that's what my husband tells me all the time.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I
gotta
work with?
video?
You see what I got to work with over here?
Well, I could write you an essay and it could take all day, or you could watch a 5-minute YouTube tutorial and just follow along. Well, you pick. I don't know what you want me to do here. What do you think I am?
I want you to hold our hands and walk us through it.
What do you think I did to learn? I watched a 5-minute YouTube tutorial. What do you? What the fuck?
You'd be surprised, man. We'll go do that, and I'm like, okay, I did what it told me to do, but what it told me the next step, I don't have that option.
I could see
what the hell am I supposed to do now?
You should still do the YouTube video, and then if you need extra help, then ask somebody. That's what I do.
That happens to me all the time. I'm like, wait a minute, what version of Windows do I have? And I have to do this. Oh my God! Like even trying to do the screenshots, I have a button on my damn keyboard for screenshots, but it does not work apparently. So I had to try to figure out how to do it, and me and BK, we tried like 20 different ways to do a screenshot before I finally found the right keys. But it wasn't that. It was like there's like 20 different ways to like do a screenshot.
He's like, "Did you do a speed test?" I was like, "What's a speed test?"
Dana, I know what that is. I
just learned what that is. I didn't know I had to run a speed test.
Well, you didn't have to, but it helps to know how fast your internet is going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So like,
Crazy Matt's still with us.
I'm not talking to Crazy Matt.
Oh yeah, you missed that too. Look, matter of fact, we have someone else now that I believe may be coming to the table on this. Benda, he may have a thing or two to say about the lasagna gate when it comes time.
He's defending Stouffer's, Jeremy. He is defending Stouffer's.
I'm not defending it. I'm a big advocate for Stouffer's. If we're talking Stouffer's mac and cheese, I put Stouffer's mac and cheese up against any homemade product anywhere, anytime. We're talking lasagna though. Homemade lasagna is better, but for box frozen lasagna, Stouffer's isn't fucking bad.
It's
not bad.
See, heated
what
debate.
do you guys have against Stouffer's? You wouldn't eat Stouffer's if you had to. Like, what? You acting like it's dog food or something?
Crazy agrees with you, man. The mac and cheese is dope.
The mac and cheese is fucking mind blowing.
Oh my God! Oh, Dana. Sad story.
This is mac and cheese. It's gonna get heated. It's gonna get ugly, people.
Oh my goodness!
The layers have been drawn.
We just don't know when the war is gonna break out or whatever.
Well, I am making mine Sunday. I am making my lasagna Sunday.
No, Dana's got to make it. She's got to.
I'm sure it'll be delicious. Not as good as Stouffer's though.
She's got to warm it up.
Yes, I will video
the lasagna where her mouth is.
I will video the proof that I'm actually making it.
Oh,
you can't video the tape.
crazy!
How am I gonna know it's better than Stouffer's?
Oh, crazy though. She's got a video. I mean, I got a picture or two from him of that. The Stouffer's. It's not even. That same Stouffer's.
I'm gonna take the Stouffer's.
That plate that's licked clean.
Both the before, when it's full.
Yeah, the before and after. Yeah, demolish that thing. Lick that plate clean. There wasn't a speck of food even left on that fork when he was done.
Oh, Dana, I'm telling you, man, it's getting heated.
What were you gonna say, Benda?
I was gonna say I'm gonna get Stouffer's and put it in a plate and take a picture of it. I bet you won't even tell the difference between your lasagna and Stouffer's.
Oh,
I bet you will.
You guys you're blindly hating on Stouffer's. I don't think you've ever tried it, to be honest. If you did,
I'm an Italian. That was never brought in my house.
I'm not a mac and cheese guy myself, so I don't have a say in that arena. But when it comes to lasagna.
Yeah, but You guys are being too passionate about the homemade stuff. I'm telling you, you wouldn't even know. So you're not even giving Stouffer's a chance. You never wanted a hot meal quickly and not have to cook for hours?
Nope, I'd still make it homemade.
Absolutely. I'm not against a TV dinner here and there.
Just not the lasagna. Lasagna is sacred in these parts. You have to treat it with respect.
The brownies that come with them are actually quite good.
Delicious.
And the Hungry Man meals.
Those are good. What are you going to say? Hungry Man's not good anymore?
No, I'm just laughing about the brownie because the brownies are good.
Yeah, the brownies are good.
That was the best part, and you care about the rest of it.
Anyways, it is past my bedtime. It is past my bedtime.
Well, yeah, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And guys, go check him out on Twitch.
Yes.
His,
you got
in the description. Yes, no, dude,
yes, go subscribe to his Twitch.
Go check him out, guys. He plays video games and just hangs out. We had a good time today. We played some Overwatch and just had a really good time.
Well, I had a great time tonight, and I say with full confidence that you put more time analyzing this movie than the producers did for this piece of shit. You're going through it frame by frame like you're watching Schindler's List or something. It's Pet Sematary Bloodlines, Scarlett. The writers and the director did not do that much work on it.
Look, man, I take my research seriously.
It was good. It really was good, and I had a good time. Like, I love talking movies. I could do this all day.
No, I look forward to watching the replay now.
Pretty much, Dana was there too, and she had some good points. But me and Scarlett were just going back and forth. I was just digging on the movie, and Scarlett was defending, and she was doing a good job too.
I was trying to separate them, keep them in their corners, keep it a clean match.
We were cordial.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let it happen.
Yeah,
like on Fins, just let it happen.
It's fine. Look, good healthy debate. It's natural. It's fine.
Absolutely.
It's healthy. It's good.
It's not fun if everybody has the same opinions.
Exactly. Let me know when the next movie debate is.
Next week I'm wanting to do the zombie debate, and then after that, I don't know. We're going to figure out what movies we want to. Because now we got like a list of movies. We
gotta have a Dune. We gotta have a Dune 2 debate at some point once everyone's had a chance to see it.
I heard it was really good.
I gotta watch that. I've heard both. I've heard good and bad.
I'm loving it so far. I'm only 30 minutes in, but loving it so far.
Yeah, it's probably like over 3 hours, right? The first one was really long.
Yeah, very long. This one is. I got a digital download. Where's it at? I know it's long. It's very long. How long it is? If I can find the damn thing. That can't be it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I mean, I'm gonna probably find it. I'm gonna end up watch partying it or something in the Discord before it's over. That's where I do everything now because it's more fun when you watch it with other people.
It is, yeah.
See, that wouldn't be good for me to do that because I would be constantly talking shit about the movie, no matter what movie it is.
It is 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Okay.
That's not too bad, I guess. Under
take
3
a
hours.
Break in between, maybe take a little time to get you a snack or something if you don't already have.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a real pleasure. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, man. Thanks again for hanging out with us tonight, and let me come hang out with you today on your gaming.
Yeah, it was a great time. Thank you for the Overwatch games.
Yeah, guys, go check him out. Seriously, he is awesome. He has a great stream, almost like every day during the week. I mean, it's pretty much all day long streaming gaming. So go check him out.
Nah. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Have a great night, though, dude. And
you
again,
too.
Thanks for hanging.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
There you have it, guys. Benda42. Go check him out on Twitch.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, we're just kind of. I mean, at this point, I've gone through my material. We're just hanging out at this point, just goofing.
Pretty much.
But yeah, we're probably gonna close it down here shortly too, because it's getting late. Unless you guys just want to hang out. I mean, I don't have anything else planned for tonight.
Yeah, I'm good. Fun. We can hang out. I'm just switching to my computer because my phone is about to die. So I'm gonna back out and just come right back in.
Nice.
We'll hang out for a little bit longer. We'll say maybe about 30 minutes or so and see what's up.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty, take your time, sweetie. Stouffer's mac and cheese for life. Just telling you, man. Dana's been telling me there's some talk out there. People are interested. I didn't know there was so much interest in the Stouffer's lasagna debate.
It is heating up, indeed.
No, you just never know. The breaking story will hit.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a good time with that.
Oh, absolutely. That's great channel lore. That's the stuff channel lore is built around.
You know, we got to get everybody come to the table. There's so many involved now. Who's
declare your
sad?
fealty. Team Stouffer or Team Homemade?
Yes.
You guys know what's up.
See, and I'm like both. I'm like, well, I like both. I see where they both have a place in this world. Can we just find peace? I love all lasagnas.
Yeah. Can't we all just get along? Well, Crazy Matt is ready to defend the mac and cheese with his life. Apparently.
Oh man, yes. I mean,
ready
I don't
to
know.
die on that hill.
I will say, I guess if I have to go with non-homemade, Stouffer's has probably got most things beat.
Yeah.
As frozen meals go. In the apocalypse, when you go in there and somehow the fridge, the Walmart freezers are the only thing still running. That's all the food you can find.
Yeah.
It'll do.
In a zombie apocalypse, it's like a 5-star meal.
Yeah.
It's the saltine cracker theory.
Hey, Ms. Dana, welcome back. We're still getting heavy into it. Crazy Matt's defending the mac and cheese Stouffer's with his life.
Yeah. He'll only do the debate if Snuggie is the moderator,
yes.
Apparently.
Gail asked me a question. She asked... Oh my God, no.
You're here. You're back.
Not with what he said goes in a lasagna.
Oh, you said, yeah, Snugs, yeah. You want Snugs to be the moderator, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that was interesting last night. Recipe that Snugs shared with us all. We'll have to get him to post that somewhere. I don't know. There was saltine, Velveeta.
Jeremy.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Velveeta. Yeah.
Cottage cheese.
I hate cottage cheese.
Saltines.
Yeah.
Spam. It was awful.
Sophia says, I don't know.
No, but Sophia was asking me a question.
Does it relate to Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? I don't know if Dune relates to that, honestly.
No, it doesn't. Mad Max is its own franchise. Dune is a totally different franchise. This is the second movie, actually. Dune Part 1 came out a few years ago. It's based on a series of sci-fi novels by Frank Herbert. But no, it's a different world from Mad Max. It's, in my opinion, Dune is one of the best sci-fi stories ever written, and it's actually getting a proper adaptation. At least, like I said, I haven't seen all of the second movie, but for the first movie, it was extremely faithful to the original books. And from what I hear, the second movie is just as good.
Okay.
But yeah, if you like sci-fi, you'd probably like Dune.
And Dana, you were saying something else. She said she had a question about how many days does it take to make your sauce?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, no, Sophia was. Can you guys hear me? Just because I'm sorry if my computer's all shot.
Yeah, you're good.
No, you're good.
Okay. She was asking me a question about sauce, so I was just trying to tell her that for lasagna, you just heat up the sauce. Sunday sauce, you have to keep the sauce cooking for like 8 hours. It's an all-day process for sauce and meatballs, not lasagna. Crazy Matt was trying to do but Stouffer's only takes an hour and yeah. So yeah, no, lasagna doesn't take long, but Sunday sauce takes long.
Yeah, you gotta keep.
So you didn't get me crazy, huh?
It's a task. It's a task and a half.
Crazy. Oh man, I guess he's posting the recipe. You forgot the spam. I'm pretty sure he added spam to the Chef Boyardee layer with cottage cheese Velveeta and saltine crushed on top. Oh, crazy! He is crazy.
Oh my god, make my stomach turn.
Dabs tonight, Dana. He is coming
What is
for
this
you.
world coming to?
The crazy man said it only takes.
I know he is.
To make lasagna, boy. You just wait till she makes this, man. It is gonna blow your mind. Then you're gonna wish that you never tangled with Dana Marie.
Yes.
Buddha Cafe. I do everything in a crock pot. Yeah, I used to.
I'm telling you, he's asking for trouble.
We used to do crock pot a lot, but now we got some really good deep pans, and I'm at home all day for the most part, so I just cook everything. I just put it in the oven. I'm here. But yeah, when I'm not home, that crock pot, yes. How did you? That was like the key element. Remember, because not ham, but spam. Ham was too good for such a dish.
I'm not a big ham guy, actually. I don't know why. Ham's one of the things I never took too much.
That was awful, Snuggie.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess because that if you get the right kind of ham, it's a little bit better. I know most people get the spiral ones with like the glaze are probably pretty good. But just the fact that it's, I guess, not pickled, but brined or whatever. It's got that particular flavor to it. It's because it's not quite pork flavored. It is literally ham flavored. It's a very distinguished flavor. Yeah, no, people in other countries, they love their spam. That is definitely something that you will see a lot of people eat around the world.
It's big in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's what Buddha Cafe was saying. I think it's
Hawaii.
also in Asian countries too, I want to say. I could be wrong. But yeah, it is definitely heating up conversations.
No pun intended.
Yeah, so go check out the I got a post on Twitter about Lasagna Gate if you haven't seen it. So yeah, go check it out. My Twitter's in the descriptions along with Dana's. And I think I put yours in there too, Jeremy. I think I did. I at least put your YouTube. I put something in there. It might just be your YouTube. I put something in there. I try to put everybody in there. So yeah, go check everybody out on there when you get a chance, if you're not already subscribed and whatnot. But yeah, the Lasagna Gate is going to heat up, and I cannot wait to see where everyone's loyalties lie.
Where will the
I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna hurt him talking in the chat. I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh my God,
I'm gonna hurt you.
Dude, you're playing with fire.
And to think I used to call him my favorite.
I know, right? Losing it, crazy man. You're losing your status, pal.
Careful, you start taking wrenches away. It'll be a de-wrenching before you know it.
Oh God, yeah, we'll have a de-wrenching.
Oh my gosh, travesty!
I will strip you of your power, and Scarlett will back me.
Yeah, I have to, man. I can't not back my girl. Sorry, I got to, man. She's my bestie.
Hashtag girl power. He's gonna get it. He
says I don't have a wrench anyway.
See, at least Sophiel's also on my side.
Oh, Dana, we're gonna do a stream for you.
There's a reason.
Just for like an hour, just so Crazy can come in there. You can wrench him and take it away.
I shall giveth and I shall taketh away.
Lure him into a stream one day.
Wrench
all you have to
Wars.
do is show up.
Pretty much.
The Wrench Wars of 2024.
Look,
guys.
Crazy, I made a Stouffer's just for you. You got to come see it in the chat. No, I didn't.
I promise it's not laced with razor blades.
Oh God. Wow.
Oh my
Dang,
god.
bro. I mean, this is about to turn into a civil war over here. I mean, this is out of control, guys.
I don't
Can't
know.
believe
I don't know.
it.
Those peace talks are looking more like war talk.
Hostile talks are going to break out if
Hostile
we do not.
negotiation.
If we do not, if we do not get control of this, we are definitely going to have some hostile negotiations. Friendships are being tested. I mean, this is something else. I just don't even know what to say about you guys.
It's on. It's on. It's on.
Crazy, gotta stop, dude. Oh,
I'm
Damn.
God.
Damn.
Birds.
What? What? I know. He didn't just call me Jersey Shore.
I don't know who he was talking to. I didn't know if he was talking to you or somehow trying to talk to Jeremy because I didn't know. I wasn't sure who he was talking to, but I knew I was like, man, that was getting very heated.
Oof.
I am a true New York Italian.
Yeah, give me just a second.
Don't you dare.
Let's see. I know I can get it in just a second. Yeah, what's up, BK? Crazy Mads, being crazy mad.
Oh, what's up, BK? Another person who's at least on my side about the homemade lasagna is BK.
Oh yeah, yes,
Even
BK
he
was definitely
knows about the homemade lasagna.
Sophiel, I
Louis
did
a
see
traitor though. He's a
question.
traitor, and I'm going to get him.
Sorry, go ahead, Jeremy.
No, I missed a question in the chat from our pal Sophiel, and I just wanted to answer it real quick. My favorite horror film, it's got to be The Thing. Kurt Russell, John Carpenter's The Thing. I mean that is just the epitome of what a perfect horror film can be. So yeah, I got to go with The Thing. That's my favorite horror film.
Yeah. I think you've mentioned that one before, and maybe McKeewee did tonight. In your honor, she mentioned that one for you when we were talking.
It's the best. It's
Yeah,
everything.
she said it. She's like, I think Jeremy's
horror
favorite
film.
is The Thing.
Love that movie. And screw you, Crazy Matt. I see that.
Uh-oh. What is he doing now? Oh.
Not Jeremy. He's the
sweetest,
look,
I can't.
person
I
ever.
wasn't even going to show it because I can't do that to my guests. Y'all taking it too far now. Got to simmer down in there. Get a little out of hand. Throwing around compliments like that. What do you think this is?
Oof. Yeah.
Uncalled for.
Oh, nobody chose The Shining. The Shining's good.
He's just picking at it today.
It's good.
I like The Shining. I like the book better.
Yeah.
But
all right, Crazy. Man, you know what? You're going to have me create a whole list of clips just for you. I don't have them yet to combat with the amount of crazy things that you were saying. Just blasphemy all around.
That's it. Crazy needs to be blocked. Crazy needs to be blocked.
No, I need to find some clever clips.
That's it.
Just to get out of here. I don't have them yet. I mean, I have some clips, but they just don't relate to him yet. I'm gonna have to come up with those. Challenge accepted. Favorite sci-fi movie? Miss Sophia would like to know, Jeremy.
Ooh, that one's a little tougher. Favorite sci-fi movie?
I went with Interstellar or Mars.
Nice. I don't know. Dune's definitely my favorite sci-fi book series, but as far as favorite sci-fi movie goes, Event Horizon's up there. It's always been a favorite. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, sci-fi is really a tough one. Mostly because I get really picky about sci-fi.
And for me, most of the sci-fi stuff I like is usually TV series, like The Expanse. The Expanse is my favorite sci-fi cinema that I've seen, movie or TV show combined. I love The Expanse.
Mm.
Great show.
Yeah, there's some probably really good sci-fi.
That was a good show.
TV out there.
Aliens from Buddha Cafe. That's a good one too. Aliens is definitely, you could probably classify that as sci-fi or horror at that point, but it's definitely sci-fi too.
Mm. Yeah, I think now they've completely blurred the lines of like sci-fi and horror.
Yeah.
At least in some of them that they put out now. I can't tell the difference. I'm like, wait, what is it?
Yeah. Hell, even From is listed as a sci-fi show.
Mm-hmm. And Sophia likes The Matrix. Yeah, like she was saying earlier, I like The Matrix too. I know it gets a lot of crap, but the last one I don't like at all. The very last one that came out, but yeah, the rest of them, I'm good with them.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I don't hate 2 like everybody else does. I mean,
yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, they definitely, there's a lot of hate out there for The Matrix, or at least I've heard a lot of hate for The Matrix, but I enjoyed them. We got a lot of good memes out of them. Time travel movie? Ooh, y'all are coming up with some hard ones, Buddha Cafe.
Ooh. Favorite time travel movie?
Oh my god. That one's, yeah.
It's got to be Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of that comes to mind. And I'm still trying to sit here and think like, okay, can I come up with something different?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Marty McFly, Doc. Yeah. The first one, though, not the second or the third.
The third was, and the second and third were pretty funny though.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were good, but they were comical to me.
Especially
when I go back. Go ahead. Sorry.
I do like Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure too, the original, not the remake.
Oh yes.
That's a pretty fun one.
That is a good one.
That is good. Yeah. See, I knew there was some other better ones out there. Not that I don't like Back to the Future. I just feel like it's like the go-to, you know?
It's the go-to, yeah, definitely the go-to choice. It's the easy way out. I chose the easy way.
Well, time travel TV shows, I have to go with The Travelers. Have any of you guys ever seen The Travelers?
I haven't, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
It's
really
where just
good.
their consciousness kind of goes back in time into different people's bodies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also just got a great story and a great premise, and it's different. It's a different take on time travel.
Okay. And Buddha Cafe says his is Time Cop. All right.
Ooh, the first 2 Terminators. Yeah, if I'm going favorite sci-fi, Terminator Part 2 might be up there as well.
I mean, well, Terminator is probably classic too. Oh, it's such a classic one. Oh, these are hard because I don't try to, especially because, I haven't watched a lot of the older sci-fi in so long. And they haven't put anything particularly intriguing to me out movie-wise that's sci-fi. Man, I've just been down such the horror trek that I can't even think of completely. Because I think sci-fi, I really honestly put it into space or like it has to be super scientific stuff on it.
Yeah.
So it was weird seeing From in the sci-fi category, but they put it there. So I'm like, all right, I guess so.
Yeah,
that's the Jade.
Yeah, I always wondered why they threw From in there.
I don't know. I think it's because sci-fi and horror are blending so much these days that it's just an easy way to classify. I would have classified From as horror / mystery suspense personally if it was my show, but they went the sci-fi route for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because of Jade and them talking about possible portals and stuff. Maybe that's where they got the science part from.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you got the weird sci-fi electricity all over the place, inexplainable.
And talking about, Cat in the Box and all that, the dimensions, and maybe I guess that was their pull to the sci-fi. But yeah, I agree with you. It's more of a mystery horror kind of like suspense or thriller or something. Definitely slightly psychological horror too.
Yeah, definitely.
What would be considered a horror TV show? Ooh. Well, I mean, From for sure.
Definitely Hannibal.
Hannibal. Twin Peaks. Wayward
Tales
Pines.
from the Crypt.
Oh yeah, Wayward Pines. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayward Pines that was good.
Yeah,
At least the first.
I mean, surprisingly, what was pretty good, a pretty decent horror show that I thought was going to be shitty, and it was surprised the fuck out of me, was the Teen Wolf TV series. It was surprisingly.
Yeah, you're not the first person I heard say that.
It was surprisingly freaking good, like really good.
I see. I guess there's a lot of good ones we missed out there. I'm gonna have to check some of these out.
Oh yeah, Death Skull has AMC's The Terror. Absolutely, yeah. Season 1 of The Terror is freaking really good.
Is that the one where they're like, is it with Japan or Korea or somewhere like that?
BK was recommending that.
That's the Japan one is season 2. Season 1 is when they're trying to find a route through the Arctic, and it's in like the 1800s, and they come across this crazy monster. It's fun. It's a really good show.
Yeah, I like the second one. Well, probably because I caught it. I didn't catch the first one, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I know BK talks about them all the time. BK definitely lets us know what's up with the TV shows and the movies.
I was really mad to hear about Chapel White.
Yeah, that was such a bummer. Such a bummer.
Speaking of horror TV shows, that was a good one.
Yeah.
We are creating the lore for From, pretty much.
Yeah.
They won't give it to us.
I know, right? Yeah, we got to come up with it on our own. Yeah. But yeah, there is also a lot of really good lore in Teen Wolf in terms of the creatures. Like, there's so much more creatures than just werewolves that they introduce. They introduce all kind of stuff. Canimas, berserkers, all kind of weird creatures. It gets so good. Like, that's a surprisingly really good show.
Nice. Well, we're definitely gonna have to put that one on the list.
You'd love it. You two would love it.
It seems like a supernatural but slightly different take.
Very supernatural take. Yeah, it's nothing like the movie. Nothing like the movie at all. Way better.
And kind of giving me like supernatural TV show vibes. So I'm like,
very much so.
I'm coming around. Because the werewolf thing alone would probably not sell me, but with more soups added to it, yeah.
Yeah, there's some really interesting soups in Teen Wolf. Druids and weird shit. Kitsunes, Japanese Oni demons, all kind of shit.
Nice. Go ahead, Dana. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I've never heard of the Peripheral.
Yeah, the Peripheral, that was good too. I
don't know.
One. They canceled it after one season, I believe. It's what I'm thinking it is.
I didn't see that either.
Right?
I think if it's what I'm thinking, is that the VR one, where future VR thing or something like that? Is that one the Peripheral? I might be confusing it with the different one. That is possible. So. But if that's that one, then yes, I did like the Peripheral.
Amazon Prime. Okay, Peripheral. Yeah, I remember hearing about it. I just never got around to watching it.
Sophie else says, yeah, Teen Wolf, I guess, is like a teen version of Supernatural. All right. Yep, you had me at Supernatural.
It's good.
I don't know if you consider Supernatural horror.
Yeah.
What would you consider Supernatural?
It would depend on
mystery?
what I would consider it horror, depending on what.
I think it could be horror, yeah, depending on the material.
I mean, it depends on the movie and the way they're gonna play it, and
Yeah.
what suit they
Like
decide
something
to
like
go with.
like something like Silent Hill, I would definitely classify as supernatural and horror.
I mean, any ghost to me would be horror. Any kind of ghost, demon,
Yeah.
anything like that would be horror. Any kind of vampire to me would still be horror. Any kind of monster in general would be considered horror. Now, if you want to go into like just I don't know if it's just because see, like Pet Cemetery to me is one of those weird ones though, where it's like horror, but it's not quite because it's not. It's more just creepy than it is like scary. But that's like picking hairs, I guess. So that's I don't know. I can't think of a suit like a supernatural off the top of my head that wouldn't be a movie created and could be a horror. I'm sure they could create one that's not just and be a kind of a mystery kind of thing. That's definitely possible with some of the lore out there. But as far as like if you're talking just any kind of monster, then I don't know. I'd just go horror. Or like Sophia, yeah, I guess supernatural is mystical horror sci-fi. Yeah, it kind of encompasses all that. Very true.
Because it is just such a broad show.
I'm sorry, Sophia says Romp isn't horror except the old folks screwing and calling owls. That was it's pretty horrific. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I was just wondering about Supernatural because it does cover so many different themes that because it has some horror to it, it has some sci-fi to it, it has supernatural to it, it has mystery to it. So I was just wondering what you guys would consider it.
Yeah, somewhere around all of the above, I guess. Like I said, it kind of depends on how they play the movie too, would really signify or really place it. But I mean, I don't know. So I'm trying to think of like something that I can think of, because I know there's movies out there that are more vague. They're not so like in your face, like horror or bloody and stuff like that. They're a little more kind of like the I was gonna say some M. Night Shyamalan, but his stuff is usually not too much supernatural. So I don't know. That's a hard one though, Danny, because I'm actually trying to think of one. I would say maybe some fairy lore, but then when I actually think of the fairy movies I've seen, they've actually still been somewhat horror. I don't know. Favorite psychological thriller? Oh man,
it's a stumper.
That's even harder. I mean, I guess I don't know. Y'all are killing me with these tonight. I can't even think. I don't have to think of what I consider a psychological thriller. I mean, I kind of consider Pet Cemetery like that. So, trying to think along the lines. Yours is. Let's see. Sophie else says hers is Inception. All right, yeah, that was a good one. Oh no, we lost Dana. Wait, there she is. She is back. There you are, my dear.
Sorry, my internet dropped me ever since that storm. It's been bleh.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes.
Gotta love it.
But yeah, we're probably fixing to close it down though anyways, because it's getting a little late. And Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs was good. That was a little, that definitely kind of messed with your mind a little bit.
So did 7. I really enjoyed 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 was good.
What's in the box?
Very psychological.
Yes. But again, guys, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think 7 would fall under psychological thriller more than it would horror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably classify it as both, but when I think of it, I definitely think more psychological.
Yes.
Oh, and what was the one where what's his name played Kaiser Sose? I can't think of the name of that
The Usual
movie.
Suspects.
That's another good one if you're talking psychological.
Yeah. Suspense thriller, mystery. That's a great fucking movie.
It wasn't it?
Yeah, like really good.
Buddha Cafe says there's this movie you should see called Triangle. The movie doesn't say it, but I think it's about purgatory. Add that to your watch list. You'll like it and worth talking about. All right.
Oh.
I'm intrigued. He said purgatory. That sounds intriguing.
That does.
Yeah, like a good purgatory story. Say that to
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to throw all these. I'm gonna have you guys go join the Discord, man, or throw your matter of fact, if you got a movie or something you want us to check out, throw it in the comments because I have terrible memory sometimes. Or you come hang out in the Discord with us, and we have a channel there in Jeremy's Discord that you can throw TV shows and movies in. Because I mean, we've got a list already, and we keep adding to it. But we are definitely going to try to get to as many of these as we can. And I love talking about them with you guys and seeing what your take is on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the chat's take.
Oh yeah, because you guys are the best, smartest chat ever.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh, Sophie L says Victor is Kaiser Sose. I'll tell you, that would be hilarious. He's just walking out of the lighthouse, and all of a sudden he just starts walking normal, slicks his hair back, starts talking like a normal person, like, gotcha.
Yeah. Either that or Donna's Kaiser Soze.
Oh
no. No. Donna is just awesome Donna.
Look,
Kaiser
y'all are just
Soze was
starting
awesome
the
too.
debates in here
Right?
tonight.
Why is
man.
everybody picking on me tonight? What did I do? Benda making fun of me because I don't play video games, crazy trying to get me all crazy about lasagna, and now we're gonna start talking about my Donna. I thought you guys loved me.
No, you'd be so mean to my Dana.
Oh, I thought I was
hard
loved.
realities, the hard discussions in life.
Nope, Donna's not the mole. Ravener's the mole.
Donna's Vic's handler. Oh, Sophia's combining the Donna and the Victor.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
You. Much love, Dana. Still lots
Oh,
of love.
thank you. Thank you. I feel better now. It's okay. But watch, Donna's not the mole. She's not the mole.
I mean, honestly, I don't think there's a mole, but if there was one.
It's Eye Patch Lady. It's Eye Patch Lady.
I ain't gonna lie, Eye Patch Lady, since that has been coming up, she gets more and more suspicious the more she gets brought up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ever since the mole was brought up, I thought it was her because she just pops up all over the place. She does all these pop-ups.
She does.
Or she's in the background just
Yeah,
peeping.
she's always back there. She's always up in the mix.
With her
without
one eye
being
now.
noticeable completely.
Even
Maybe
without
she's
her
just a
other eye.
creeper.
Those make the best moles. You don't really know they're there, but they're there, and you really don't care that they're there because you just think they're nobody. But she's jotting down that information. Going back to the boy in white or whoever, the entity, whatever.
Go back to the boy in white, going off in the woods, sneaking going through a tree. I got what you need.
Yep. Just passing it through a faraway tree. Nobody's even gonna see her. Bloop.
And Sophia says, Eye Patch Chick hasn't been there very long. Well, maybe it hasn't been there too long, but they could have had. I don't know. I don't believe in the mole theory particularly.
We don't know. We don't know her backstory.
But,
Just because we didn't see her in Boyd's backstory, we didn't see a few people in Boyd's backstory, but there were extra people there. We might not just have seen her.
But I guess if there's one mole, then she could be just one of many moles. They could be sending them in. If they were, I would assume they would send them in when they send in large groups of people.
Yeah.
Especially like the bus would have been an easy way to send in just a a mole
That
in
would
with
have been
random
the
people.
good. Yeah, that would have been the perfect explanation for sending in a mole and for them to explain it, writing it into the script, so it
Which
wouldn't
is
have
why I
felt out of
believe
place.
the fanny pack granny could have been the mole for a minute because she all kind of sus.
She's all kinds of
I'm telling you, she's got the way out in that fanny pack.
Yeah, it's just a fucking black hole into nothingness. She decides where it goes. You go home or you go to level 2.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot wait for season 3.
I know, right? Fuck, man, can't come soon enough.
I know we're talking about it now. I'm all like, oh, it's like
Gimme,
remember berries.
gimme.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
I have that feeling.
Although I am enjoying Shogun. I'm just glad to have a good show on again.
Yes. Thank you for
Yes.
putting us onto that.
Yeah, when is your video coming out? You got another one coming out?
Tomorrow morning. I'm actually finishing it right now. My episode
Nice.
2 breakdown.
Nice. I know. I'm so glad you got to watch episode 2. We can talk about it now.
Episode 2 is even better than the first. Yeah,
You're right.
Fucking great.
It was
so good.
Fucking good, dude. What he? I can't. All right, we save it for yours. Sorry. Oh, I gotta stop.
Yes, I know. I know. Now we can. Yay.
Great character development moments. Some just awesome freaking scenes with just solid good acting.
Dialogue. I'm sorry, the dialogue is just getting me too.
It's
even
great.
with the subtitles, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Patricia, yes. Let's go. I'm assuming he's saying for from. Yes, let's go. I know.
Yeah,
I know BK's ready.
We very much like Shogun, Sophia.
Motherfucking Rob.
Bring on
Oh my god. Oh no, Shogun episode 2 video. Okay, well yes, motherfucking Shogun. Yes.
Shogun.
Yep. Shogun episode 2 video tomorrow. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, good times.
The more you know.
Yeah. Oh dang, I'm not fast enough. Look, I'm getting there.
The more you know.
Yes, we have had a little bit of fun with clips tonight. I played 1 or 2.
Good. That's good.
So we had
elevate the stream to whole new levels.
Yeah. No, it's fun, especially like I said, now the Crazy Mads, I got to come up with all kinds of clips now just for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to get to that Shane Bell.
Yes. Oh my god, yes, we've got to make a Shane Bell.
You might not want to because every time I see Crazy Man in the chat, I'm just going to hit it.
We'll have to somehow restrain Dana.
Do not give me that power. I will take advantage of it.
Well,
at least I'm being honest.
Throwing them blows, so I don't. He might.
At least I'm being honest. Oh, he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Oh god. Again, guys, though, man, we're going to get ready to shut it down. But thank you all for joining us tonight. We had a great time with all of you talking all kinds of stuff tonight, man. Pet Cemetery, some games, some movies, some shows. And, of course, thank you guys for hanging on the panel. Jeremy, Dana, and Benda42. You all, I can't believe it, man. The support tonight, everybody coming and hanging out. I really appreciate you guys.
Awesome stuff. And congratulations on the christening the new channel. I knew you guys would have a great first stream.
Yeah, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited. I mean, like I said, we learned everything from you. So thank you.
Please. I
know how you love your compliments.
Yes,
But
thank
yeah,
you.
I'm proud of you guys. You guys have been doing awesome. You've been putting in so much work, both on panel and behind the scenes. So I look forward to watching the Scarlet Hour every week.
Yes, guys. And again, thank you all. And yeah, join us next week, same time, same place, or at least we're not sure of the time, but definitely the same day and the same night. But
Nice.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do the zombie discussion next since we kind of did the Pet Cemetery. I kind of pivot off of that a little bit. And then who knows, guys, like I said, let us know in the Discord or in the comments, and I will definitely try to see what kind of movie discussions y'all want to have next, what's out there to, what kind of movies y'all are looking forward to, games, all that kind of stuff, because that is what I'm into talking to, and that is what gives me fever. So again, thank you all for joining us. Oh, and check out Jeremy tomorrow night, right? You're doing pop culture tomorrow night?
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern. Going to talk some Shogun and probably some Doom.
Nice. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Go check him out. Go subscribe if you have not already. And we will catch you all on the next one. Bye.
Wow.